Hello, everybody. Welcome to a blockbuster year, 1985. Tonight, we are talking the film that began the near death of Walt Disney Animation. We are talking The Black Cauldron in premium chromium collectible packaging.
Oh,
Let's
fooled
pop
me.
in the tape. Welcome. We are live on a Thursday night. Jay,
I love the live ones.
Jay Ryan, welcome back to another Thursday Live. How are you doing this week?
I'm good, man. Thanks for asking. Welcome back to you. I'm really excited for this one. I am excited that we have guests that we already know that are here. Those are always fun ones to revisit. And I was on the road last time we did this, well, at least with Abigail.
Right.
And so, I was in a whole different headspace. So I'm excited to plug in and do Black Cauldron tonight with a great gang. And life's been pretty good, too, in general. So, good vibes all around.
Awesome. Well, as you mentioned, we have some returning guests on the show. Abigail Gardner is with us again from YHS Podcast and Toy Anxiety. Welcome back to the show. And Ryan Doell, one of my longtime best friends, also from Toy Anxiety, Gotham City Tonight, DL44 Network. Also, I should say this, Ryan works in animation. Ryan works for Sony and has worked on many animated films, and frankly, this is his work, this is his job. So he is kind of the perfect person to have on our animated movie episode. And on top of that, Ryan, as well as Abigail, but Ryan is a big fan of Disney animation. Welcome, both of you.
Yeah.
He's going by D. Ryan tonight, I see.
Yeah, D. Ryan. That's right. I just saw that, D. Ryan. That's great. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. And it's good to see you, Ryan, and you, Jay Ryan. Everyone is... I was a little bit late to the show, so I just want to apologize to those watching. I was the Princess Alonwi tonight.
Yes, you came in through the floor today.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, nice. And now I get the reference.
Before we get too deep into it, I do want to just give a shout out because this has been a crazy week for people we have lost, and primarily for me personally, both Dolly Parton and Tim Curry are stars of two of my favorite movies. These are 5-star movies for me.
Yeah.
Tim Curry and Clue, we've obviously covered on the show, but I just want to give a shout out to Dolly Parton in 9 to 5, one of my favorite movies of all time. I love this movie so much. So if you have not clocked in to work 9 to 5, highly recommend checking that out.
That's one of my favorite
I second
movies.
that. Yeah, it's one of the best. It's one of the best.
So
there's
fun.
such good
Also,
comedy.
actually,
There's such strong women. Like, there's so many good things in that movie that it makes me surprised that it was made so long ago.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I dressed up as Jane Fonda from that movie with a couple girls that I'm friends with.
Oh, I can see that
Did
for
you put
sure.
that?
Yeah.
I had a whole wig going, and then I had like a full brown skirt with like the turtleneck and like the
That's
old lady
great.
glasses. I remember being like,
So
"Oh."
good.
Yeah, it was fun. And that movie is super close to my heart. And there's some animation in that movie, since that's what
There
we're talking
is.
about.
Oh, I
That's
forgot. You're right.
Of course. Lily Tomlin and her Disney dream sequence, of course.
Yeah.
And then
Did always
I
feel
also,
a little out of place to me in an adult movie.
And
Quite adult in many other ways.
Yes. And we can't forget Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime, and many other animated characters. Eeyore.
Yep.
Yeah, we lost Peter Cullen today as well. So it has been a...
Last week, Hayden Panettiere too.
Yes,
like
I know.
it's just been like a lot of all different ages, people dropping dead.
Yeah, just...
Yeah.
Nice
no,
button.
it's
Sorry.
brutal.
But just to sort of mark the time, I mean, obviously they've done incredible work in their personal lives, and just given us like so much great entertainment. I mean, Tim Curry, Home Alone 2, Muppet Treasure Island, It. Come on, like the it's legendary. what he's given us throughout his career. Unbelievable.
Well,
And-
my condolences are definitely going out to Miss Piggy this week. Losing her bestie and lover
Yes.
on the same day is brutal.
Yes.
I saw that
Yeah.
meme. That was actually very funny. Although I thought, oh, well, Frank Oz really isn't doing Piggy, so is it even his memories? I don't know.
What are you talking about? Miss Piggy is Miss Piggy.
I mean,
Yes,
of course,
it's-
I forgot.
they're her
Yes,
memories.
of course.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, yes, duh.
Before
By
we
the way,
also
Peter
get-
Cullen, like Transformers wasn't like my favorite thing when I was a kid, but it was a huge thing when I was a kid. It took over everything. The TV show and the movies, the toys were everywhere as much as Star Wars and G.I. Joe.
The
So
voice is
yeah,
very
that's a big
iconic.
one that even to me.
Well, his voice is so
Totally.
iconic to the point where they brought him back for the movies.
Exactly. Like
'Cause who else could do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, they changed the truck completely, but it's still his voice.
Yeah.
It has to be this, right?
Yeah.
You can't.
It's a big one.
You can't lose that gravel. Well, let's say hi to the people that are here with us live. Video Power Gaming, thank you for being here. Skylar
Hello.
Davis is with us. Irie, thank you for being here.
Hi, Irie. Irie, you've been at all the live shows lately. Thank you so much. It's great.
Kyle Watts, future guest. Watch out for Kyle Watts. Who else?
I'm excited to have him. I'm not excited to see that movie.
It's a good one.
Although I wasn't excited to watch this one either. And spoiler alert, I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Okay. Well, before we actually get into the movie, I would like to say I find it so interesting that when I put out the list originally to both Ryan and Abby separately, they both locked in on Follow That Bird, which is our previous episode, as Jay mentioned, back when Jay was on the road, and we covered the shit out of that movie.
I loved it. I loved the movie. I loved the conversation. I could watch that show again.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, super fun. I learned a lot of stuff about that movie. I put the list back out to Ryan and Abby, and what did they both lock in on again? Black Cauldron.
Oh,
Ryan.
oh wait,
Ryan
is this
picked
whole
it-
thing a do-over? Did I miss that? In my mind, it was Jacob and Abby last time. It wasn't. You're right. It was
No.
Ryan. It was this whole.
It was-
I'm sorry, I missed it.
Yes, no, it was.
I'm
Ryan
late to
and
the party,
for-
Abby.
Yes.
Oh, I like that. I don't feel as bad. Yeah, no, Ryan and I are a package deal.
No, that's so
Yeah.
rad. Awesome,
Like,
awesome.
We both have
it's
good taste.
exactly what it is.
Fuck yeah.
But I
Awesome.
will say Abby and I have actually very similar tastes in movies. I've noticed this a lot, like probably more so than she might have with Craig or Jacob. Like it's, you know, if you take a look behind her, like our favorite Batman movies right there, right? Batman Forever, lots of that stuff, right? Like it's just these little like weird movies that we just both seem to latch onto and we connect with. That maybe other
Ghostbusters,
people,
little one.
yeah, but that's kind of we met through Ghostbusters,
That's the
right?
anchor.
Like it's.
Yeah.
I'm just looking behind her and thinking of
Yeah.
all the little projects that are on the wall behind her. Little one called Ghostbusters.
Yeah, a little one called Ghostbusters. But you know, it's all that kind of stuff. We're like, even when we're like showing off toys and stuff, we're on that same. I always kind of feel like her and I are more on the same wavelength than the other two, which we're all still very, very connected, right? But I
Yeah,
feel
but-
like Abby and I are in our own.
I think, Ryan, that's because we both love animation so much, and obviously you work in it. Long time ago, during like COVID days, Ryan, we did a show called Bad Bitches. We talked about Bad Batch, and that's a Disney
Right?
animated series. So yeah,
True.
Whoa.
ton of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ryan, forgive me if I forget. Where are you located?
Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, okay. So you're up there with him.
Yeah, he's up there.
that's
No,
how
I
he's
wanted to hang out with you.
disappointed.
That's
Oh,
why
I didn't
we're on
mean
the-
it that way. I meant like in
That's
my
why
mind.
we're
Oh,
up
he
at
works
the
at
top.
Sony. Maybe he's in LA, Culver City. Maybe we could hang out. Okay.
You can see that-
I'll be there for a celebration, Star Wars celebration. next year.
The 49th parallel is right between us. Ryan and I are up on top in Canada, and Abby and Jay Ryan are down below in America.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. The boxes are laid out perfully.
Yes,
and East Coast,
exactly.
West Coast. That's perfect.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
You would map this out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, tonight we are talking about Disney Animation, the Black Cauldron. Ryan, Abby, have you guys seen the Black Cauldron before viewing for this show?
Oh
Yeah.
No,
I
go
watched
ahead.
it for the first time actually over the fall of last year. One of the podcasts I was listening to was talking about it, so I was like, I should check out this Horn King. And I had it in my collection. It was like a big collection of tapes that Craig actually had gotten from someone that he works with, that were his childhood videos. And so I was like, all right, I may as well watch this. And yeah, it was a really exciting journey. I liked all the scary stuff, lots of little Ghostbuster bits.
Dude.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Dude.
that.
Can't
Yeah.
wait to
So many.
Yeah.
Jesus. It almost became a game. It was like, I don't drink anymore, but it's like every time I hear part of the score, I'll just take a sip.
Yeah.
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 I like paused and was like, Craig, get in here. I need you to listen to this right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, I know the part that because it happened to me too, and there was nobody to share it with. I was looking forward to this.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well,
I love that
and-
we all picked it out. Fucking
Oh
nerds.
yeah.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and Ryan, have you seen the Black Cauldron before this episode?
Yeah, I remember seeing this. I watched it like when I was in animation school. I was watching everything, and especially a lot of Don Bluth at that time. And this being like, and I know we're gonna get into it. We're gonna keep saying that over and over on the show, but we're gonna get into that whole Don Bluthness of this movie.
Yeah.
And you know, I had to watch it. So the first time I watched it was like, you know, back when I was in animation school. But then I remember I rewatched it again before I left for Japan because I was told that there was a feature, like there was what is it, the castle?
The castle
maze?
walkthrough, yes.
Castle walkthrough.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was what the podcast was talking about. That
Cauldron.
turned
Yeah.
me onto it.
Right? And I was like, yo, I gotta check this out, not realizing it closed in 2006 and I was
Yes.
there in 2009. So I didn't even I get to the park and like,
So close.
what is this? I was
Yeah.
so excited to see that, but oh well.
That was actually one of my questions because I knew we were going to talk about the castle walkthrough. So I knew that you had visited Tokyo Disneyland years and years ago, and I was wondering
Yeah.
if you had experienced the Horned King underneath Cinderella's castle in Tokyo. But
No, but it
Couple
looks
years
so
late.
cool.
It
Oh
does.
man,
Well-
that whole area looked cool.
yeah,
From what I
did-
heard, it like terrified guests. Like it was extremely scary.
This
Yeah.
movie was traumatizing. I can imagine that a walkthrough would be just as dark.
So the walkthrough itself was very dark, and the cast member who's doing the tour didn't have a flashlight. The light was in
Oh,
the
literally
shirt.
dark.
It came up over the head, so it looked like the light was shining through the under the like a horror movie, like Blair Witch
Yeah, like you're
Project
telling a
kind
scary
of thing.
story.
Yeah, it was
That
awesome.
rules.
Oh,
Yeah, so the mystery tour, the Cinderella Castle Mystery Tour, was an attraction that opened up in 1980. Oh, I got to get to my notes already. I haven't even started.
Yeah.
1986, I believe the attraction opened and closed in 2006. But it had a real
Jesus.
animatronic of the Horned King. And
That's fucking scary.
yeah.
Because
And
it's not a projection. It's really there. You
That
know?
is a
It's
Yeah.
really there,
animatronic
lit.
in front of
Yeah.
a real bubbling black cauldron.
Uh-huh.
And then it just looks
Oh my
horrifying.
God.
oh yeah,
That's the
there's
transformation.
things.
Yeah.
There was like there was an area, there's a fountain, and like eels would like pop up through the water with glowing eyes.
What?
And they had like they had magic mirror was your first, it's your first room you go into, and it's the magic mirror, and it's all like, it also looks all practical and
Yeah.
scary. Like it was
Oof.
awesome.
Yeah.
It was so
That's
cool.
amazing.
Well, and Tokyo is, I believe, Ryan, you were telling me about this, is like the only Disney park that has what would be considered like a Halloween Horror Nights that Universal does.
So
Oh.
that's not Tokyo, that's
Oh, is it-
Shanghai.
Oh, Shanghai. Okay, my
But
bad.
they do like full on horror with their
Yeah.
Disney
they
horror
turn the
nights for
characters
Halloween.
into like horror versions of them, like a
That
possessed Pinocchio.
Like the
That
Pinocchio
rules.
one always sticks out, and the Mad Hatter
Yeah,
that takes your head off, right? Like
Yeah.
it's the it's
can't-
cool.
yeah. These are literally the last 3 slides in my slideshow. I had to go and find them, but I was like, "What are they like?" Of course, this comes up first with Ryan,
Right. Well,
the Disney park nerd.
yeah, that's part of it.
And me too. And Jay Ryan, had you seen the Black Cauldron before?
No, never.
Never.
No. I feel like I must have referenced it throughout my life. I feel like I've built little scenes that I must have seen from this movie or something, in haunted houses throughout my lifetime when I was a kid, like, more of a witch's brew kind of a thing, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I when we were watching it, I didn't remember any of it like I'd ever seen a frame of it. So I don't think so.
Yeah.
And also, honestly, I think I would have thought I'm really looking forward to learning about it tonight because all I did was watch it, no research.
Okay.
But I would have thought that this would be like a bargain bin Disney movie. Like, sure, it'll be in the white plastic case, but like it's in the $5 bin because it's not Sleeping Beauty or Snow White or one of the big ones. I don't know. I think I might have been wrong. I really kind of enjoyed it more than I thought I would.
Interesting.
It's not perfect. But man, it did make me want to get back into the old Disney animated films because of the artwork, the fucking craft that went into it. I mean, it's so beautiful looking, and I kind of thought that was going to be its downfall.
Early
It's not at
CG
all.
is in here.
Yes. Yeah. I got
Right?
it. Yeah.
Wow.
It's wild how many different techniques they're using from old and what eventually will be new techniques are all developed around this time. It's fascinating.
What was jumping out at me was more the old stuff, the layering of the scenery and how the depth it could get in the scenes. Just stunningly beautiful.
The layouts in this movie are mind-blowingly gorgeous. Like you were saying, like the layering, but just like even when they're panning up the castle for the first time, to see what's his face climbing up the wall, and
there's
just like,
excellent storytelling in the camera work.
Well, and specifically, this is one of the last Disney animated movies to actually use the multiplane camera system, and that's what creates those effects. Primarily, I think it's most sort of known in like Snow White, Bambi, when the camera looks like it's pushing through trees in the forest, and the trees appear to be like going past the camera.
Yeah.
The multiplane camera was a series where the camera was mounted on the top, shooting down, and then they had different levels of animation cells, and they moved them all individually into the camera. It is a fascinating process, but it is a process that was developed from the very beginning of Walt Disney Animation way back in 1937 in Snow White. And this is the tail end of that process.
Shit going on back there. Shit's going down.
There's only a couple of shots, I believe, like the opening shot, one of the opening shots establishing Dalbin's cottage is a multiplane. The shot you're talking about where Taryn is climbing up the wall and the prickles are moving out of the way, that's a multiplane shot. But then
beautiful.
This film also is, as Ryan mentioned, the first use of CGI in a Disney animated film. So it's this weird bridge of old original technology developed by Walt Disney himself and his team of people, and the new of the computer people coming into Walt Disney Animation and trying to get more computer process involved in the art of animation.
And to bring up that overlap too, like not only it's like the mix of new and old, like this is that bridge. This is also like the last movie where they use any of the 9 old men that are left, and now we're starting to get they have Don Bluth was on the team for a while. And Glenn Keane was another one, right? So they were all on this movie at that same time, and that was the other bridge before we get into that next gen, Little Mermaid era.
I have we're going to go through that whole timeline, Ryan. I got it all broken down because that, to be honest, that's the juice for me. Like that's
it's the tea.
It's the tea. It's the Disney tea. There is a documentary called Waking Sleeping Beauty, and I realized I think it's my favorite documentary of all time because I have watched it 5 times, and I watched it again for this episode, and then I watched part of it again today because I was I couldn't remember one specific bit of information that came from the documentary, so I was trying to find it in the documentary, and I ended up sitting and watching like 40 minutes of the documentary again. But
I do that.
It is.
I watched it for the first time today.
I do that too.
Yes. Okay.
That's for
Abigail,
your recommendation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I found myself like cracking up and then like also like shit talking at the same time, being like, "What are you guys thinking?" And then also crying because like I wasn't familiar with Howard Ashman and his whole story. That shit is so
Well-
real, and you can feel his influence on the things that work in both Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast, which I know we'll get into.
Yes.
But yeah, that's a gem of a doc, and I was so happy to be able to watch it. So thanks for the ref, Brandon.
Oh man. So Waking Sleeping Beauty is a documentary about the animation at Walt Disney Studios between 1984 and 1994, which is essentially what we're going to be talking about tonight.
Yeah.
And
Would that be the winding down of?
Yeah, and like
Basically.
I said, the near death of the entire animation department at Walt Disney. There is a massive management changeover. This is where Michael Eisner becomes CEO. We have Frank Wells, Jeffrey Katzenberg comes into the picture all around this time, and it's all started with The Black Cauldron is the first film. Before I forget, Abby, there is also a documentary called Howard on Disney Plus.
It popped up after I finished the documentary. I was
it
like,
is
this
the
is what I'm
same
watching.
director, Don Hahn, who is a longtime Disney animator employee, producer, story artist. He also directed the Howard Ashman documentary, and it is just as good. And if I get emotional at the Howard Ashman parts in Waking Sleeping Beauty as well, like I mean, Little Shop of Horrors is my favorite musical of all time.
Ooh, good one.
Book and lyrics by Howard Ashman and Alan Menken. If people don't know, Howard Ashman and Alan Menken, they wrote the songs for Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin. And Howard Ashman passed away from HIV/AIDS and never got to see the completed version of Beauty and the Beast or Aladdin. And he was just an incredible human being and songwriter and lyricist. So if you have any interest in that, you know, Waking Sleeping Beauty is a fantastic documentary covering everything that we're going to be talking about tonight. But I also implore people to go and check out the Howard documentary on Disney Plus. It's amazing.
I look forward to watching that. His like theater kid background, and like probably feel understood in the world really like is what people connect to in the lyrics. I couldn't believe that part of your world that they just kind of wrote that song so fast and we're like, this is it. This is the piece, and it's like the standout. So yeah, the fact that I connected Little Mermaid was my favorite Disney movie growing up. So the fact that I connected to that, he was the one who wrote it, and then there's that whole backstory. I'm eager to finish and find out the rest about him.
And we're going to talk a lot about him tonight, but famously Jeffrey Katzenberg wanted to cut part of your world from Little Mermaid because he thought it was boring.
That was one of the parts where I was calling out the TV when I was watching. I was like, no, don't do that. This guy's an idiot.
I mean, he is a fascinating character, Jeffrey Katzenberg. I used to think that he was like evil incarnate when it came to animation and film production, but even through Waking Sleeping Beauty, they paint him in a completely different light. And yes, undeniably, he was a businessman, and he was very focused on success and money coming through the animation films and particularly the Walt Disney films. But there is also some like really like shining moments where he does feel like he's open to taking in criticism and has like a he really does have like a passion for the industry and the artistry of animators, but then also goes out of his way to say the dumbest stuff sometimes to the animators, right? That like it's like you don't say that kind of stuff to creative people. Like so he's a fascinating character.
All you need to see is him with that lion on stage when the Lion King was coming out. The way that he's like handling it and like soaking up all the attention. Get a good vibe for him.
Yeah, I'm going to go no comment on this one officially, but I will tell you that my wife used to fight with him all the time.
Yeah.
I could hear the other side, one side of the phone call. That's bullshit, Jeffrey. That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean,
she worked with him on a bunch of movies because Chris Rock was in a bunch of movies, and she had many other clients in many of his other movies, the DreamWorks movies. And then obviously our mutual friend, past and future guest, Sean Bishop, you know, worked hand in hand with him for years and years and years and years.
Yeah.
Which is why I have a no comment.
Yeah. I mean, he's a fascinating.
I noticed
character.
Ryan staying quiet in this too, being still in the industry.
Just,
We're both like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah.
Well,
Signing your checks, though, is he?
Right.
well, he's not signing my
Good
checks,
point.
but I can
Good
say
point.
like there's always going to be that, like, when you're dealing with a money man in Hollywood, they don't know how to talk to creatives because
Exactly.
they just don't know
Or take care of creatives, yeah.
or take care of them, because all they're just like, you can just draw whatever, right? If I say draw a cat, you can draw a cat. That's
Right.
the guy that specializes in drawing typewriters, right? And
You're nailing it.
yeah, and to sort of reiterate my point is, yes, he did say a lot of dumb stuff to creative people, but particularly in Waking Sleeping Beauty, there is a moment where Rescuers Down Under comes out and it completely bombs, and Jeffrey Katzenberg decides to pull all advertising, all TV marketing, because it's done. You know, nobody cares. The film came out, nobody went to see it, nobody cares. We're not going to spend that money on more marketing to try to get people to see it. And I cannot remember who the director is off the top of my head, but the director gets emotional on the phone and starts crying. And Jeffrey Katzenberg's response to it, him saying, is he says, "It's okay. We'll start again tomorrow. Are you okay?" Right? And so it's like, he also has that side of him that really does care about the success creatively with the people he works with. But at the same time, one of my
He just doesn't know how it works.
Yes.
yeah,
There is a documentary. I'm telling you guys, I love this stuff. These Disney documentaries are my favorite. There is a documentary that just came out, I believe last year, about the Goofy movie. And Jeffrey have you seen that one, Abby?
I haven't seen it, but I can't wait to, because I love a
that's
good
a
movie.
really great one. One of the best moments in the movie is they have Bill Farmer, who is the voice of Goofy and has been the voice of Goofy for, I don't know, probably almost 40 years now.
pretty close.
They're doing animation tests for a Goofy movie, and Bill Farmer has been brought in because he's the voice of Goofy to do all the animation tests. And Jeffrey Katzenberg says, "Does it have to be him? Could it be Steve Martin?" And he legitimately wanted Steve Martin to come in and do the voice of Goofy in a Goofy movie. It's just
He
already
can't put the
established
pieces
character.
together.
exactly.
He knows the pieces he pays for. He knows they all exist,
Yes.
but he can't assemble them in the right order.
Right.
And I think he has
hill.
both sides. I think he's a complicated man, but I think he's very ego driven and very
Very
money driven. Yes.
Yeah, when you're money driven like that, you kind of start to ignore the actual, like, what you need sometimes, because that's how it's like. Because he's probably looking at Aladdin and going, Robin Williams played the genie, and it brought us in a lot of money because his name
You're
was
nailing it.
connected, right? And because that
He's got a
did-
marketing brain. That's what Jeffrey always had, was a marketing brain.
Yes.
Right. And so when that happened, that's why you started to see all the animated movies all of a sudden be like, and voiced by so-and-so,
Exactly.
and voiced by so-and-so. So he
Very
wanted that
Hollywood.
for a Goofy movie.
Which is
Yeah.
something that I've actually never really realized. And it wasn't until watching Black Cauldron and really thinking about it. But no, before the 1985 Michael Eisner, Jeffrey Katzenberg coming into Disney Animation, there were, you could call them celebrities in Disney animated movies, but they were like vaudeville performers and jazz singers and not necessarily like comedians maybe, and
Not
you even
A-list.
look at not A-list Hollywood stars.
You
and
wouldn't
look
get
at the
an
voice-
A-list to do it. They would never
Exactly.
agree. They're like, I get paid for my fucking face, thank you.
Exactly. And you look at the cast list of the Black Cauldron, and there's a couple people that, are in bigger movies, but they're not the stars of those movies. Granted, the only exception is the Horn King, John Hurt. John Hurt was kind of a
Wonder
star,
who
you
that
could
was.
say. Yes, but not necessarily
But
on
he
the
wasn't
level.
billed.
Yes.
Like even in the marketing, they were like, John Hurt.
Exactly.
Yes,
Has,
as the
like-
Horn King. Yes.
Right. Putting him on
Yeah.
Carson to go talk about the Black Cauldron.
Exactly.
Right.
Whereas,
And then-
yes, when Katzenberg comes in, that's when we start to get the Robin Williams, right, and all those stars, which actually leads us into like what happens to the animation department. But I don't want to get it. I don't want to get.
The chat too is going crazy too. Somebody is pointing out that Tim Burton did some of the concept art for Black Cauldron.
Yes.
Did anybody know that?
Yep.
I did
Oh, okay,
know
sorry.
that.
Then you probably already. He's like, I was going to get to it.
We're going to see some of it.
All right.
Okay. Oh, I didn't say so. I had definitely seen the Black Cauldron before, but it has been probably, I don't know, 15, 20 years, maybe even longer than that since I've actually watched it. And in my mind, I was actually conflating Sword in the Stone and Black Cauldron.
So did I. So I kind of think I thought it was that one.
Yes. And there was things that, and before I'd even like done any research or watched the movie, I was like, is this the Madam Mim one? No, that's Sword in the Stone. I know that's Sword in the Stone.
When is the wizard going to try to hook up with that squirrel? When's that happening?
They kind of do some stuff like that though in this movie.
Yeah,
do.
oh, there's some frog stuff going on in this movie. There's a couple of ladies in this movie, that's for sure.
Yeah. Parents didn't love that. Yeah. I grew up loving The Sword and the Stone. I still watch it like if I'm ever feeling a little bit sick. That's one of my go-to movies.
Nice.
I love the animation. I love the owl. Wart's a great character too.
Yeah.
Probably a more developed character than Taran was. You kind of root for him more. But
yeah, totally.
very similar.
I totally agree. I think that it is a more developed movie for sure. And it yeah, I don't know. This one, maybe it was just too scary for me. Maybe that I don't have an actual memory of real fear per se, but it's just one I never ever watched.
This one gets dark pretty quick. Poor pig.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That pig
I was
gets
like, I'm falling in love with this pig. This pig's all right. Like, ooh, shit, they're fucking with the pig, big time.
It gets dark really fast, which is why I like it as an adult, but also why I was. It was definitely like not allowed in my household as a kid. My parents were super religious, and didn't like. They got caught up in satanic panic stuff. So this movie was something.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, don't
Nothing but spells and witches, fucking shit.
Which is why I like it. Now,
Me
as an
too.
adult, I'm like that rules. Yeah.
Abby, did you watch it on VHS or did you watch it on Disney Plus? Like.
I watched it on VHS. I watched it, let's see, for the first time, like I said, last fall, and then I watched it several nights ago in the room on tape, and then I also watched it out here on the big screen.
Yeah, because that Disney Plus 4K, transfer is amazing. I think it really lets you appreciate the hand-drawn artistry. And I think like I was buying Disney animated movies on 4K disc because I had never seen the pencil lines in Aladdin. It's unbelievable, these 4K scans of these movies. And so I just, as awesome as it is to own the VHS of Black Cauldron, this is a pan and scan 4x3. Yeah,
that's the bummer.
Collectible.
Pan scan.
So getting to watch it in widescreen, which is actually, this movie is in 70 millimeter. They call it, what was the name of it here?
CinemaScope?
Infinity Vision.
Yeah, Infinity Vision.
Technorama.
Yeah, the Black Cauldron in Infinity Vision.
Sounds fun.
Super Technorama 70 millimeter, which I did learn is not true 70 millimeter. It is 35 millimeter blown up to 70 millimeter, but regardless, it still looks so good on the Disney Plus, whatever their version. It's unreal. Okay, so the Black Cauldron is directed by Ted Berman and Richard Rich. They both came off of Fox and the Hound, which is the previously released Disney animated film, 1981.
Also bombed.
Also bombed.
Yeah.
Ted Berman has worked at Walt Disney since 1940. He started on Pinocchio. Richard Rich worked in the mailroom at Disney since 1972, in 1972. Now, this film has quite a long history at the animation department, but the original directors were John Musker and Ron Clements. Now, John Musker and Ron Clements are just fantastic Disney directors. They go on to make, they leave the Black Cauldron and they go on to work on The Great Mouse Detective, which comes out in 1986. Also a bomb.
Also not about Mickey Mouse, about a different mouse.
No, exactly.
So weird.
Yeah. Again,
Sherlock
one of my
Holmes.
favorite
Sure
favorite
looks like
parts
Mickey Mouse.
in the Waking Sleeping Beauty documentary is that inter-office memo where Disney makes them change the original title of Great Mouse Detective was Basil of Baker Street because it was based off of a book. The marketing
Sherlock
department
Holmes.
makes them change it to the Great Mouse Detective, and so then there's an inter-office memo that goes around where they're as a joke, somebody writes that they're going to be officially changing all of the titles of the Disney classics to Seven Little Men Help a Girl and The Girl with the See-Through Shoes.
The little wooden boy becomes real.
Hilarious.
Yes, exactly.
That's very funny.
It's yes. It's a very, very funny bit in the documentary. So John Musker and Ron Clements do Great Mouse Detective. Then they do a little film we've talked about called Little Mermaid, 1989. They're the directors of Aladdin, 1992, Hercules, 1997, Treasure Planet, 2002.
Underrated gem.
Underrated gem. Totally agree. I mean, I don't think it's a perfect film, but I think it's got some really, really cool stuff in it. And then they do Princess and the Frog, 2009, an absolute
amazing.
classic, and Moana, 2012, which is an incredible movie. So John Musker and Ron Clements have made a lot of wonderful, wonderful movies, but they were removed or removed themselves. It's not really clear as to what the process was when it comes to the Black Cauldron.
They don't often remove themselves. I'm sure it's happened, but
yes. This film also has too many writers to talk about.
And producers.
Yes, there is 9 credited story writers and 9 credited additional story contributors. So this is just the process of internally people trying to crack the story for years. And so they obviously have to give credit to all of the people whose contributing ideas end up on the final film. But that's a lot of people. Like that's like a modern, pop album these days. It's just like people on people on people, right?
yeah, it's hilarious. I get that.
Yeah, you'd think the story would be really good because of that, but instead it kind of had the opposite effect.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
it's too many cooks, right?
Exactly. And
Is it
on
DJ
top of
Kellen
that-
is always pulling more people up? Everything's a collab. We're a collabing on this whole script.
Yeah, everything's a collab. But what's funny about that is that the Black Cauldron is based off of a series of books, right? Lloyd Alexander wrote 5 books between 1964 and 1968. Disney options these books in 1971. And so from 1971, they start work on developing the Black Cauldron.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, and we all know animated movies take a number of years, but this is a long development process. And so much so that the original people who are developing let's say, we'll call it the original idea for the Black Cauldron, they are Walt Disney's 9 old men. This group of animators who worked directly with and underneath Walt Disney right around 1978 is when the last of the 9 old men, the original animators, have all retired. So between 1971 and 1978, these original legacy animators are all leaving the studio. They're all aging out. So this is all why this is such a weird time for Disney Animation, because the foundation of the entire Walt Disney Animation department are all retiring, right? And so that means you have to bring in a crop of of new animators from like the schools that they're working with, CalArts down there. We have, as mentioned, Tim Burton is an animator that's brought in, but essentially, like where are we here? The original plan for Black Cauldron was to be released in 1980, right? So even still, 1971 books are optioned. That's still 9 years of them developing this movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But because all of the original 9 old men have retired, current CEO at the time, Ron Miller, NFL footballer and husband to Disney's daughter, Diane Disney Miller, decides that the new animators are not ready to take on the Black Cauldron, and it gets pushed down the road. They're working on Fox and the Hound at this time, and right around this time is when we have an animator that Ryan has already mentioned, Don Bluth, working at Disney. Don Bluth is a legendary animator. Started, he worked at Disney for a while and was essentially discouraged right around 1979. And he leaves Disney Animation to start his own animation company. In fact, he actually takes a bunch of the animators from Disney. And this delays the release of Fox and the Hound by 6 months because of the big shakeup of Don Bluth leaving. Now, Don Bluth, as if people don't know him by name, they definitely know An American Tail and
so good.
the Land Before Time series. Ever heard of it? Rock-a-Doodle is a Don Bluth
One of my
film.
favorite Don Bluth films. Actually,
Yes.
could be up there in my favorite animated films. Is Rock-a-Doodle.
Whoa.
It's good. Secret of Nim.
Oh yeah, Secret of Nim.
Big one, yeah.
And Secret of Nim, Disney tried to counter release that with the Great Mouse, not the sequel. What was the Rescuers?
Down Under.
I believe.
yeah.
Wouldn't be the Rescuers Down Under because that was 90s.
Yeah,
So it would've been
Rescuers
the
is
first-
1977, I believe. I don't
Oh, was
remember
it
when.
77? There was
Yeah,
one mouse movie they were producing at the same time to counteract Secret of Nim, or it was American Tail. It's one or the other. But I remember he was doing a mouse movie, and Disney was like, "We're doing a mouse movie now too."
I'm trying
Right,
to look up
just-
the Secret of Nim. Oh.
Release, yeah, right.
Secret of Nim is 1982. So that would
Was
be
that
like
the book, like the Rats of Nim? Is that like the same story?
Yes,
Oh, cool. I remember
it's
that.
that
book.
one. And then
ironically has a very similar poster to the Black Cauldron. I don't know if this will show up, but like the Secret of Nim poster is a white border with like
Oh.
a big colorful, like it looks almost exactly the same as the Black Cauldron poster.
The weird creature even kind of looks like the guy
Yeah,
who
red
jumped in the
eyes.
cauldron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he's also did Dragon's Lair and Space Ace for those gamers out there.
Yeah, so he is well established as his own animator, and he leaves Disney because he doesn't like the way things are done. As a creative, he doesn't like the way that he's treated, and he doesn't like the way the other animators are treated. So he decides to leave. This
Very
causes-
similar to, I was going to say, very similar
Yeah.
to AEW for those wrestling fans who
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes
please
went and started his own
share
thing.
with us. Yes.
I know, Ryan. You like wrestling.
I do. I get it.
Yeah, similar thing to be like, let's start our own thing and compete with the big guy. I like
Yeah.
that.
And compete they did because they ended up taking Disney lunch a couple of times. So all of this shakeup with the lackluster success of Fox and the Hound, which is a wonderful movie. That was one of those ones that when I was younger, I'd always put it on just because I liked the animals. But Black Cauldron is now pushed until Christmas 1984. And again, it's because they don't feel that the animators are ready to tackle human characters. It's different to animate an animal talking and singing, but when it comes to human characters, they just don't feel like they're ready. It is developed as a PG movie because they, at this point, somebody, market research, someone is saying like teenagers of this time would not be caught dead at a Disney movie. That's kiddie stuff, right? So they are trying to develop this dark fantasy tale, the Black Cauldron, based on these, young adult books, to bring in the teenagers. This one of the things that I think is really funny is Ryan sent me, and I sent it to Abby as well, this 1981 animation special, like a Wonderful World of Disney, right? Like just a TV special from 1981 hosted by Haley Mills of the Parent Trap fame, right? In this Disney special, she's talking about animation. I believe it's called The Illusion of Life. And in it, they're working on the Black Cauldron. And she talks about how she is going to be doing the voice of Princess Elenwe. And she is not the voice of the princess when the movie comes out. So somewhere along the line, they decided not to go with Haley Mills. I think that's a really funny sort of thing. She's so kind of confident that she's going to be Princess Elenwe. I think she reads lines in the special too. I think she does. Yep.
Whoopsie daisy.
Yeah. I think they like sit down and they're filming the process of like how an actor comes in and reads the lines before they animate, and they show her
an adult, right? She's an adult at that point, right? So I'm thinking whoever they chose sounded more like a younger girl to me. Like maybe it was just simply age that they just, hey, we want somebody younger to play against this kid.
It's not a younger. It's not a person.
Kid. Oh.
Yeah, it's not a kid.
Just one of the cooks having an opinion.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I don't know. It does come down to like maybe if she was already famous. Back you brought it up earlier, but like you used to not use big names kind of on purpose. Not only would they not do it, but also because it takes you out of the world that they're trying to create. If you picture somebody else's face,
I mean,
and so like for a long time they didn't. Yeah, then you picture.
But she's in the Disney family, right?
Yeah, you're right. But again, that makes it even worse, doesn't it?
It makes it worse that they didn't give her the part, because I think she could have done it. A couple notable people who were working at Disney around this time. John Lasseter goes on to be the creator of Pixar and their first director on Toy Story. He's fired in 1983 for wanting to use computer animation techniques, which is ironic. Tim Burton
we call him creator of Pixar. Is that
not creator of Pixar, but one of the founders. Thank you, Ryan.
That's fair. Okay.
Yes.
I go back to the Steve Jobs push and all that stuff because that's a whole other podcast. That whole shit got
you can also credit George Lucas as creator of Pixar.
For sure, wouldn't have the computer without George Lucas. Exactly right. Yeah.
But yes, founder of Pixar Animation. Let's be even more specific. John Lasseter is fired in 1983. Tim Burton has been brought up. He was working at Disney at that time as a concept artist. In fact, where's this thing here? All right, my slides are all out of order because we talked about Disneyland before. I thought we would.
We screwed you up.
There is such a thing as over-prepared.
So yes.
Oh wow.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. Wow.
Yes, undeniably Tim Burton. So this is obviously Tim Burton's concept of the Horned King. He did. I found a bunch of his art. Here is.
I can hear this picture.
On the left-hand side, we have Taran and Princess Elenwe. And then on the right-hand side, we've got Creeper and Horned King again. And this, I mean, these are
pretty close.
Other than maybe skinniness.
Well, you could see where they looked at this and went, "Oh, we can use this. We just need to Disneyfy this."
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. It needs to be Disneyfied. Yes.
There's
Take these
Gurgi.
concepts and put them on our characters. Whoa.
That's a concept for Gurgi.
I love that.
I do too. Way more
I do
lovable.
too.
Oh, not that one. That's for later.
Gurgi, the like
Don't
undefined
spoil your
word.
dinner, kids. Dessert's coming up.
But in the end, Tim Burton was fired from the animation department in 1984, even though he had made the short film Vincent for Disney, his black and white stop motion film, and then he's also hired to do Frankenweenie in 1984 by Ron Miller, CEO, of half an hour black and white short film about a boy who brings his dog back to life, just like Frankenstein, and then gets turned into a full length Disney animated stop motion film in 2012, I believe, is Frankenweenie.
I never saw the real the theatrical release. I remember the original short. Is the movie good?
I remember enjoying it. I own it.
Okay.
It's a stop motion movie, so it's it's cool.
Brandon,
in my book.
saying you own it means nothing. here.
I was thinking the same thing. Thank you,
Yeah.
D. Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair point. Note taken. One of the last notable names is Brad Bird. Brad Bird is the director of The Incredibles, The Iron Giant, Tomorrowland.
My
obviously,
favorite.
Lots of involvement with Disney. I don't remember one of the late Mission Impossible movies. Can't remember off the top of my head right now.
But he wrote Batteries Not Included. There's so many
yes.
awesome things.
Yes. So he worked in Disney Animation and was fired in 1981. But he just disagreed with upper management. That's the only information that I could find. So these are all people who are working at Disney around this time when Black Cauldron is kind of in this big development. And then there is a massive changeover in 1984. So 1984, the company is kind of not doing great. The movies are all essentially bombs. They're not, they're almost 20 years since Walt Disney passed. They're kind of just like living in this what do we do? This perpetual the guy who founded this entire operation is gone, and they're kind of speaking in terms of Little Mermaid. They are floundering. Nice.
I don't get it.
There is a big moment. There is a big moment where Ron Miller and his group of people there is an attempted hostile takeover of the Disney Corporation, and there is a plan in place to basically parcel out the Disney Corporation and it basically
they were going to strip mine it.
They were going to strip mine it, sell it off, right?
Yep.
And Walt Disney's nephew, Roy E. Disney, he leaves the board of directors. This is all business stuff I really don't fully understand, but essentially he leaves the board of directors, which kind of stops this hostile takeover. And through his recommendation, he brings in Michael Eisner and Frank Wells into the Walt Disney Company as CEO and CFO, Chief Executive Officer, Chief Financial Officer. Along with Michael Eisner brings in Jeffrey Katzenberg, and he is chairman of the film division, And so this huge shakeup is taking place right at the tail end of the Black Cauldron. We are, as I said, from 1971 to being released in 1985. This is 1984. They are seeing what this film has been what they've been working on for over 10 years on this project.
And ballooning, by the way.
The whole Disney, the whole Disney thing flip-flopped in the mid-'80s. I remember being a kid, and I do remember that when Michael Eisner came in and started Sunday Night Movies, and then they were producing new content, and he was hosting it and everything. It felt like they were trying to harken back to the old days.
Yeah, and I think I think it's exactly what they were trying to do. Especially a few years in, they really were trying to get back to that, like Walt Disney. Walt Disney hosted World of Color, right? Is that what it's
Yes.
World of
World
Disney?
of Color. Yep.
Was
Yeah,
it
World of Color.
Yeah.
World of Color.
Yeah.
And then he would even go right down to like having Mickey Mouse in the office with him.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you're right. So it was at that
That's where
point
the John Hammond stuff comes on with Mr. DNA. Like they're making
Right.
fun of Walt Disney having mouse in the.
100% they were. And it's that whole era, because the only time they were really making money off their animated movies was when they were doing all those re-releases in the
Yes.
70s and 80s.
Yes.
Right? So they needed
Of
to
the
find
classics.
another way.
Yeah.
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 So,
Every
I
7
mean,
years. Yeah.
The nostalgia was there. They just they had to tap into that while creating new things, which is funny because that's what so many studios do today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to think about the art of like having all of these people work on a piece, then having new eyes come in and like have to continue it. Like one of my favorite shows is Top Chef, and like one of the challenges will be like to take over another chef's dish, like right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And it's like
That's
have
brutal.
The same vision. Everything is different. That has to really like ruffle feathers for those who have worked on it. I can feel that weight and the disconnect when watching the movie. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
Yep, you can.
Well,
100%
and-
yeah,
you
someone
can.
new came in and was like, let's change this, but it's not congruent and you don't have a
Yes.
vision.
Well,
Like, where'd that
imagine-
pig go?
Yes, exactly. Imagine working on something for 10 years and then somebody who is now your boss comes in and is kind of trying to fix things, and your response is like, yeah, we tried that 3 years ago. Yep, we tried that 8 years ago. Yep, we tried that 7 years ago. Right? It's
Ugh.
just like,
Yep.
it just must be so hard. And like I said, he's your boss. So Jeffrey Katzenberg, he sees Black Cauldron. This is the film that is supposed to be the next Disney release. He sees some version of a work print of it. So this is still probably line drawn animations all put together on an actual film reel for him to watch. But it is primarily probably very like black and white, very, very rough, not
Scratch
complete-
audio, yeah.
Scratch audio, all
Absolutely.
this stuff.
Yeah.
And he famously is like, okay, well, it's not really working, but let's cut 10 minutes out of it. And all the animators are like, we can't cut 10 minutes out of it. It's an animated movie. We've planned this whole thing through our storyboards, and now we're drawing it. And Katzenberg
Kind of locked in here, Jeff.
Yes, and so Katzenberg, coming from live action film, is like, well, no, give me the reel of film and I will go and edit it. And he literally snips and cuts their animatic, kind of, it ruffles feathers. It's ultimately Michael Eisner tells him, like, don't do that. Like, let's just figure it out. But he was not happy with the state of Black Cauldron, and as kind of insinuated, the budget was getting out of control at this point. Already has completely doubled this budget, and it was already a high budgeted Disney animated film.
How much do you
All those
guys want to
fancy
see that
computers.
cut footage? Sorry.
Oh
yeah, no, I agree. Sorry, too.
Especially since it was supposed to be like so terrifying. I'm like,
Yeah,
where is
well-
it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know what? I
So
already
he was cutting
kinda-
dark stuff?
Oh, he
Yeah.
was cutting
That
real
was good.
dark stuff.
Of course.
So I'm just going to bring it up because I already spoiled it. This is a couple of animation cells from the sequence after the Horn King gets the Black Cauldron and starts his army of the undead. And this is a series of cells that were drawn for one of the soldiers who gets affected by like the green the fog that comes out of it,
Smoke,
and one
yeah.
of the soldiers, his skin melts and bubbles. So I'll go through these. These were drawn animated cells. Look at how
Gee
nasty
whiz.
that
It's
is.
beautiful.
Down to his
Wow.
skull, his skin is melting off, and then he becomes a skeleton. So this was one of the scenes that was deleted by the team at that point. But it is just like these are kind of available online. People can find a higher quality version of them. There's even actually people that have like put them over top of the sequence in the movie. You can find a couple of those videos on YouTube, and it's nasty. Like it's dark stuff.
That's nice.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I mean, there's some more timeline stuff, but it's kind of all after the movie. Do we want to talk about the movie a little bit before we get into what happens after? I can cover all of that kind of in the release.
I watched it.
Yeah,
We're all prepared.
Let's do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's cool. Like it's undeniably cool.
It's cooler than it should be for the name, in my opinion. The name is
Yeah.
a poor choice. This is one of those Disney's, just call it what it is. Like, if they had come up with something else, I might have been into it as a kid.
Well, I believe it is the title of book number 2 in the
Ah,
film,
shit, so you're tied in,
the
okay.
book, in
Yeah.
the book
Locked
series,
in.
which is the inspiration. But I believe.
But what's the book series called? Like, maybe if we knew it was Indiana Jones then I would get that it was a series.
I don't know if you could tell by the names of the characters, but it is a full of
Dutch?
weird words.
Is it Dutch? Are they Dutch?
No. What is
It's all like
it?
Gorkin and Dingu, and they're all...
The Chronicles of Prydan is the name of the series. The Chronicles of Prydan.
Okay. Also
so-
not marketable, I see.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, yeah.
Yeah, and I believe in European markets it was called Terran and the Magic Cauldron was the title, which is much more Disney, to be honest. That's a great novel
It is.
detective.
Yeah. The Black Cauldron.
Terran and... Yeah, I'm landing on Black Cauldron probably as the best of what they had.
I like the word black. Like I think that's the Black Cauldron. That's evil. That's dark. I like that.
It's very
Okay.
D&D.
Yes.
Very
yes.
Tolkien influenced.
Well, I mean, yes. This movie to me feels like Ghostbusters, Zelda, Lord of the Rings, and Dark Crystal all rolled into one.
We are living in an etherical world for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
It's ultimately, I think all of the non-human characters rule. I think where the movie sort of like falls apart for me is whenever we're like watching the humans talk to each other. But I love the pig, I love Creeper, and I freaking love Horn King. He rules.
I will disagree with
The villain? You love the
human-
villain.
Oh yeah, he rules.
I think out of the human characters, I love the 3 witches.
Yeah, me too.
I don't consider them human.
Oh wow,
Okay.
you're really just gonna put them in that box?
Yes,
eh? Like-
yes.
That's...
Spectral.
Because they're women, Brandon? That's rough. Gee whiz.
They were women. I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Well, they're ghosts later, but they're real witches in the flesh before they do the trade, right?
I mean, okay, they are human in form, but they have a shtick, right? They have something else going on that makes them like an interesting character. I'm talking about Princess Elenwe and Taryn and even the Bard and Delaby. Like they're kind
forgettable.
of all. Yeah, they're kind of.
No,
boring.
you're right. Yeah, you're right. The Geppetto guy, the not Geppetto, whatever. I kept expecting more out of him.
I have literally.
One that
I've had
Karen
to
lived with,
practice these
Gorban?
names.
Gorgon,
Yeah.
Gorgon.
Yeah.
He
Gertie
seemed in the
is the
beginning
little
like, oh,
creature.
he's the smart, he's going to be
Oh, no,
great
Dalbin.
and influential.
Yeah,
Dalbin.
but we
Maybe
don't
Dalbin.
see him for the whole
Dalbin.
movie. Yeah.
I know he's
Yeah.
like the opening
Till he-
scene and then the very, very end.
Tries to break into the castle too, I guess.
Yeah. When I was taking notes, I said that Taryn is a poor man's wart, and that he has a bigger ego. He literally like abuses a goat in the first 10 minutes. He's like not that likable. And when you watch the movie, I start to realize like none of these human characters are really that likable. Even Elanwi is kind of like a pain in the ass sometimes.
They threw her in because we needed a princess.
Yeah, well, because they have to kiss at the end. Duh.
Yeah,
It's a Disney
have to
movie.
have a forced kiss.
Even that was literally
Gertie's-
forced.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fergie's my favorite character.
Who is Abby?
Oh,
Fergie.
Oh, you mean Gollum?
Yes. I thought Gollum was a lot like Creeper was like a Gollum Slimer mashup. Is in my mind.
sounded like
Oh.
a Slimer.
Gurgi,
Yeah.
Andy Serkis.
Shane Piggy.
Andy Serkis must have stolen Gollum from John Byrne, who is the voice of Gurgi. That's my conspiracy theory. Andy Serkis ripped off Gurgi. I'm putting that out on the internet.
I'm obviously in a bit of a Full House vibe lately, but it sounded to me like Mr. Woodchuck from Cut It Out.
It's a similar, almost like Yoda type inflection.
Speaking of Yoda, was C-3PO in this movie?
No Anthony Daniels.
Man, somebody sounded like C-3PO. One of those, I think it was one of the non-human women.
Yeah, no Anthony Daniels. But Gurgi is voiced by John Biner, who we talked about a couple of weeks ago in Transylvania 65000. He's the butler.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Burt Reynolds' friend, John Biner.
Yeah, I'll believe you.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you, Abby. Like, whenever they were like talking, I was like, where's the fun characters? Where's Creeper? I want Creeper back. I want the frickin' pig back. I like the pig.
Pig was sweet.
I love the little pig.
Is Creeper the little henchman for horny guy? Oh man, he was.
Yes.
I didn't like him at all. He was so annoying.
Oh, I love a little.
I liked
Yeah.
his whole dynamic.
It was
with
back to
the
Transformers. It was like Decepticon and Starscream, whatever his little number 2, whatever that guy. That whole thing.
Yeah, I love a Salacious B.
Henchman.
Crumb. I love a Pain and Panic. Come on,
Yeah.
these are
Okay,
my
all right.
guys.
Yes,
Alright.
yeah.
Yeah,
Got
I
it.
like
I
him
got it.
too. You're on your own on this one, Jay Ryan.
Yeah.
I like him
I hear
too.
it.
I
I
like
noticed.
the Dom sub relationship between Horn King and Creeper, where Creeper's just there to be tortured and to
Yes.
please, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
I
he
think
gets
it's fun.
he gets smacked around just in the dining hall.
Well, I
Right,
love the.
But he's
bit
always
where
fucking it up. You're right. Before we even meet him, he's already in the soup. That's a good point.
He messes up a couple of times, but it's not always Creeper's fault. Okay.
That's what Creeper always says. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. It's like, take a little responsibility, you little creeper.
He does take responsibility. He chokes himself. Okay, that is taking
he's
responsibility.
got a fetish.
That was ridiculous. I'll do it for you. That's so
Yes.
silly. All right.
I love that.
Just
That's
like any other child. You don't have to punish me. I'll punish myself.
Yeah.
I'll go to my own room.
that is a classic right hand animation bit. If the character is being for lack of a better term abused throughout the film, when they do it to themselves, I'm like, okay, that's classic animation in my mind. I love that. I love Creeper.
Also, to be clear, I watched Roger Rabbit the other night, like this week, so that's
Yeah.
fresh in my mind as well. And God, that's just a masterpiece. Just shout out to Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, I mean, starts production right after this. Roger Rabbit started production 1986 is when the ball started rolling before moving to London, where all the animation was done as part of that division.
I also want to give a shout out to the designs of the dragons, the 2 pet dragons that drag the pig through the dirt.
That sequence
That
rules.
was traumatic.
It is
Flying
traumatic-
monkeys, straight up Wizard of Oz, traumatic.
Yeah, like
The way
it's
that whole thing's shot is incredible. Like
Yes.
the way that things
Exactly.
are flying at you as you're.
And I
Oh my
love
God.
And
the
when-
The lights
landscape.
and, oh my God.
The way
Yeah, I
that
was like,
the ground is kind of like curved because they're going so fast.
Yeah.
The little grass details. That's
Yeah.
well,
I
just
love
even
that.
the
Every time they
talons,
change
right?
direction, you see all the stuff go
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
And
this
then-
movie rules.
We get a
Yeah.
little bit of blood. Terran gets hit on the ground. He's got blood coming out of his mouth.
PG.
Yep.
And no
This movie is
pig.
hard.
And no
They
pig.
fucking took the pig.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite character.
Well, maybe if he wasn't sitting there playing in the water, he would have just had not let go of the pig.
Not his fault. He's a soothsayer. Yeah,
Yeah. It's all Terran's fault.
It actually is all
I
Terrence.
blame Taryn. Yeah.
Yep.
Actually,
All he wanted to do was fight, guys. He just wanted a chance to fight.
But Dalbin is the one who sends Terran to save the pig, Henwin.
Well, he's like, hey man, your pig's fucked up. You better get out of here. Here's an apple and some bread. By the way, not a whole loaf of bread. Here's one little slice of bread.
Yeah.
Off you go.
Yeah.
Fuck you, old man.
I hope it's a
Jesus
short
Christ.
journey. Yeah.
It wasn't really a long journey to get to the Horn King's castle if you.
No, it turns out it wasn't. That's a good
Like
point.
the
It wasn't
next
some
scene.
40-day epic journey.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
which is where it's like losing an opportunity for storytelling because I feel like Tolkien understands the joy is in the journey and like it's
Yes.
all about the getting there and like what you learn and how you change as a person and how characters develop.
100%.
I
And this
didn't
was
even
just
think
like,
about
oh,
that.
Karen lives next door to this castle.
Yeah. it's literally a field over. He walks through like
Come
one
and
path of
go.
the forest, and then he's playing in the water, and it's an open field, and the
Yeah.
castle's there.
That's why you
And
pack
luckily
them a
the-
snack.
Little snack.
And luckily, the dragons actually led them halfway there because he wouldn't have known which way to go, except that, we'll just follow those flying pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or carrying the flying pig.
Yep.
One of the first CG elements we see, I believe, is the little glowing orb when Princess Elenwe breaks into the dungeon after Taryn is thrown into the dungeon. That little orb is one of the first CG elements in Walt Disney animated films. What's funny about it is all of that CG animation was initially developed for the Great Mouse Detective. They were applying computer graphic technology for the Great Mouse Detective. It just so happened that Black Cauldron was on the schedule to be released before Great Mouse Detective, so Black Cauldron gets the notoriety of being the first Disney animated film to have computer-generated imagery in it.
And also,
Did anything
perfect-
else stick out at you in that moment? Oh, no,
Elmer
Abby, go
Bernstein.
ahead. I keep stepping on you. Go ahead.
No, you're good. It was the same thing I was pointing out. We're talking about the same thing. Elmer Bernstein
Yeah.
score kicks
Yes.
in, and you're just like, oh my god, Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Initially,
It's
I was like,
the Columbia statue,
Yeah.
right, from Ghostbusters? That
I
sound?
didn't know that it was Elmer Bernstein. I actually, when I called Craig in here, I was like, this is some Ghostbusters ripoff shit. Then realized it's the same composer. Like, that's so...
A year later.
It's like...
Or
Yeah.
maybe not.
Well, even when the first time I initially noticed it is actually the introduction of the Horn King, because it sounds exactly like the Gozer music.
Yep.
The way it
It does.
builds.
Yeah.
And that is partially because Elmer Bernstein used the exact same instruments.
I like
The ons. Yes.
So good.
I always thought it was a theremin. I just assumed that that's what the Ghostbusters score was made. But it is this elaborate instrument, the Ond Martenot. This is a keyboard, but the keys are actually, I don't know if you can, it's hard to see. There's a video
pulling
that I was
strings?
watching.
What the hell?
Yes, this woman is pulling a string that is affecting the pitch along
She's
with
pitch bending it.
Yes. And then there's a little wooden block in this drawer that pulls out, and that's actually how you activate the sound. So you push that little wooden block up and down while pulling the string or playing the
fuck?
keys, and that's how it makes this weird sci-fi sound. So this is the exact same instrument that was used for the score of Ghostbusters. But
Wow.
it is the exact same, to the point where I was like, is this just reused Ghostbusters music? Like it
Yeah, that's what I
feels
was saying.
exactly
Yeah.
the same.
Mm-hmm.
But so what is the actual sound cue that is the first sound we hear in Ghostbusters when the No,
Yeah.
there's a sound first before that is the moment the torch lights up on the Columbia
Yeah,
logo
it sounds
in the
like
opening
magic.
of Ghostbusters.
Right? It sounds
Yes,
like
it sounds like magic, but it's
I
the
don't know.
exact same tone to whenever this little
Yep.
thing does.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
So is that also that ondes mandanten?
Yes. Yeah. It's all that.
It's that
all
too.
Yes.
That looks as complicated to
Oh.
play as it does to say.
Yes.
There's 3 parts to it. Yeah. I want to see someone play
And
it.
they look like pedals too, right? Are there pedals
there's
too, like an
pedals
organ?
there. Yeah.
Crazy.
Like
Yeah.
you're using every
Crazy.
part of your body and brain to
Yeah.
play all of that.
That is wild.
Yeah.
To make magic.
Make magic.
I maybe found.
And
it
the
a
reason we
little
never
bit-
hear it anymore is the guy who knew how to play it's dead.
Yeah.
Like, does anyone
Yeah.
still play that instrument?
I don't know. The video that I saw, there was a woman in Seattle. She was demonstrating it. She plays it as part of the Seattle orchestra.
Let's
Um,
find her. Let's
Yeah.
go down.
Yeah,
and
let's
drive
have her
down
do the
and-
score. Yeah.
And what's funny
Record
is that
it.
in the video, she's playing it, and I go, "Oh, is she playing Ghostbusters music?" Turns out, no, she's playing some score from the 1940s. And I'm like, okay,
But everything
so
sounds the same.
So everything on this instrument just sounds like Ghostbusters to me. And I
gotta
think that
find her.
that's a me problem.
That's not
I
a
was-
problem.
I was very distracted watching this movie because every single time those would come up, I'd be like, "Oh, Ghostbusters! This is
Yeah.
Ghostbusters!" But
Man, I love Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Man.
I can't watch anything without thinking Ghostbusters.
yes,
God.
Everywhere I look.
yes, something
I
something
timestamped it.
reminds me of
2653.
something always reminds me of her, right?
Yeah, exactly. I should call Ghostbusters.
I should call Ghostbusters. That's so funny. But yes,
amazing.
Elmer Bernstein does the score for the Black Cauldron. As mentioned, obviously Ghostbusters. What else is Spies Like Us? We talked about him briefly. We've covered him this year already. Airplane 1 and 2.
Yes.
A thing that
Oh,
I
that's
learned.
right.
I did not know this, but Elmer Bernstein is the composer of the scary music from Michael Jackson's Thriller. I did not know that.
That makes sense.
We love Michael Jackson here.
Michael, free on Crave in Canada.
That's
right. He also wins an Oscar in 1968 for Thoroughly Modern Millie. Just have to shout that
Did
out.
he? If he did the airplane movies, did he also do the airport movies? Because it's a parody of the same music.
Oh,
Or is he parodying someone else's original score from the airport movies? I
that
wonder.
is a really good question.
Because it's literally another take on the exact same song.
Yeah, and when you see scenes from Airport, you're like, oh my god, that is exactly.
It's
Yeah.
ripped frame by frame. Yeah.
Alfred Newman is the composer for Airport.
There you go.
So Elmer
Oh.
Bernstein is doing a send up of
Alfred Newman.
of the Alfred Newman score for Airport.
Got it. Very quick, Brandon. That was impressive. Nice job.
Yeah.
Real
Dude, you
real
have,
time
like, a
feedback.
super-
Very impressive.
It's like you have a supercomputer nearby. Like,
Yeah.
no.
I got one of these pocket computers. They're so handy.
Watch calculator.
I didn't know this, but the film is narrated by John Huston. John Huston, very famous director of The Maltese Falcon, Treasure of the Sierra Madre with Humphrey Bogart, African Queen, and director of another film we'll eventually cover this year, Prizzy's Honor, with Jack Nicholson. He is the director of that film, and also the father of Angelica Houston.
So did he just happen to be walking through the studio that day, turned the wrong door, fell into a recording booth, and just started being like, "Oh, I'll just read this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely
Don't mind me.
exactly what happened.
We'll
That's
just
my
film
picture.
you.
A couple of years ago, I got to tour the Walt Disney Studios, and one of the things they point out on the tour is the recording studio. And I don't remember if they said that it's still the same one, but the point that they were making on the tour is that for years, every voice you heard in a Disney animated film walked through this door. And it's just like, it's just wild to think, because, you're just on the lot, but everybody has to go to the same place to record the dialogue. And so every single voice walked in and out of this door on this bit of sidewalk. Just
So
incredible.
crazy. When you did that tour, Brandon, did they take you anywhere underground, like through any of the tunnels where like the film vaults are, or?
We
of
didn't
that
get
stuff?
to see the film vault. The only tunnel we got to go through was the connecting tunnel between the animation building and the ink and paint building.
Yeah, that's actually one of the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
That tunnel was built specifically so that they could transfer drawings if it was raining
Yep.
and
Yep.
keep them out of the weather. Yeah, so we
It's
did get to
so
walk through that
incredible.
tunnel. Yeah.
I think still to this day there are those wide long pull out drawers that have all the things. Some marked Black Cauldron, but they used to point out like, oh look, here's blah 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 and Black Cauldron. It was like on that same studio tour.
I think Troy just put that in the chat. Like there's production material sitting there for the last 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've never taken the tour there, but I've certainly seen enough go by when you're working on the lot and whatever. And I've definitely heard them talk about Black Cauldron down in that hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ink and painting department seemed like a cool place. You actually saw some women working there, which I thought was kind of nice.
Famously, the ink and paint department was mostly women because they had the finesse and the patience that the male animators, the 9 old men did not have.
Yeah. I think
what a bunch of dicks. They're like, if they can paint their nails, they can paint ourselves. Like, fuck you. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
God damn.
You can hear that.
You seriously.
Yes.
Yeah, with a cigar and a fucking scotch,
Yeah.
Yeah, sitting there drawing. Slapping somebody's ass as they walk by.
For sure, yeah.
You get a Mad Men vibe while you watch that.
Oh,
yeah.
Big time.
There's an infamous Disney animator Christmas party where the women who do the painting and the animators got completely wasted and they were all hooking up with each other, which again sounds like a Mad Men episode, right? And that was in the 60s, right? And it's just like, oh my God. And apparently that was like the last one.
Right. Everybody painted outside the lines, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
right,
the next morning. Yeah.
Everyone sharing the same cup of ink.
Yeah, right. That's right. Maybe that's where that came from. You don't dip your pen in the company ink.
Yeah,
that could be it.
Ooh.
We cracked it. We cracked it.
We figured it out. As mentioned, John
reverse
Hurt.
engineer it.
Yeah.
John Hurt.
I didn't realize that. That's super cool.
Yes.
He's a favorite of mine.
Yeah, John Hurt is famously the Elephant Man in the David Lynch film. Kane from Alien. He's the one that gets the chest burster, reprises his role in Spaceballs. He's also Ollivander in the Harry Potter series. Just a
Contact for me.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Haddon from Contact.
Yes.
Want to take a ride? So good.
I mean, is there like, in terms of the actual like film, we've talked about a couple of things, but what sort of stood out to you? Because I mean, this is not one that is ever celebrated, really in the parks by Disney Animation. I mean, we'll get to it, but famously, they didn't even release this VHS until 1998.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
13 years later.
Yeah.
And at this point, this is when they started releasing tapes. In fact, 1985, the first Disney classic is released. This is the original 1985 release of Pinocchio.
Black box.
Wow. The first Disney animated film released on home video was actually Robin Hood, but this is the first classic animated film on home video. So 1985.
When did they switch to the white boxes? I only knew them to be in the white cases or whatever they call them.
Clamshell. This particular release is available in white box as well. I don't know why some are in black, some are in white, but
okay. It's not a delineation where like at a certain point they switched.
Yeah.
Okay.
My Robin Hood is in a white clamshell. So it is just interesting that Disney even took 13 years to put Black Cauldron out on home video, and I just like I know why. Like this is an incredibly well drawn movie, but it does have a couple of things that don't necessarily work in it. But I'm just curious what sort of stuck out for everybody as something that was like that like kind of blew you away maybe, or deserves to be like celebrated as Disney Animation legacy.
I think it's kind of badass that the Horn King is essentially like Satan because he's releasing an army of the undead. It's like Revelation style. I loved that final sequence where like the army's like coming alive and the Horn King's doing his shit.
My
and
note is cool ass skeletons. That's what I wrote down.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Like, it is, and that for me as an adult watching it now, I'm like, this is why I was not allowed to watch it, because this is definitely scary and it feels very demonic, which is something that
it is demonic.
Cool.
It's demonic.
Yeah, it's very metal. And I love that.
I
thought that was a really ballsy sequence for Disney to be like, yeah, we're basically gonna have like the devil in this movie and make this character very terrifying and have a skeletal face and red eyes and a huge robe. And he's kind of like, I know Disney has a villain issue because for like most of the movie, the Horn King's kind of not doing anything really, almost like Darth Vader. But then it's like once he gets his throne, almost like in Lord of the Rings, once Sauron gets the ring kind of a thing, it's like that matchup happens and he becomes badass. And it made me wish that more of the movie had that, like had him kicking ass.
I agree, because that was all of my favorite stuff too. Anytime they went to the castle, I was into the exterior of the castle. I was into all of the timbers and the stones on the castle wall.
A lot of textures.
Yes, I was into.
Yeah, it's all like He-Man stuff.
Exactly.
It felt very He-Man. I wrote Skeletor at one point. He looked like Skeletor when they first showed him and you didn't see the horns.
Yeah.
Skeletor.
The amount of like fur loincloths and like pointy things that of the
find me the pig.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't that also the Transformer I just mentioned? Wasn't that the same voice? Starscream or whatever?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, so similar with that.
No, Starscream and Cobra Commander are the same voices. That's the same.
Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking. All right, Skeletor.
Right. But yeah, it's the same thing. I think it's the villains. The fact that Disney actually took the chance in going so dark, and just kind of like just leaning into it so hard. I don't really know if I got much to add other than just the creatures, the creature effects look so good. Like you said, the skeletons, and the Horn King is like one of the coolest, best Disney villain designs ever.
Yeah, imagine if he had a song. Oh my God, imagine if he had a villain song. It'd be the best. We'd be singing it like Scar's song from Lion King.
Oh, that's a good one. Ursula's song is good too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and be prepared.
Doesn't Ursula feel like she is a like amalgam of the three witches, essentially? Like
put together. Interesting.
100%.
Everything they learned from the three witches in Black Cauldron, they applied to Ursula.
Yeah, the hips, the boobs, they
reused all the animation from that one witch on Ursula again.
All those qualities.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
That was a part that I was like, oh boy, like this, they're really going for it with that frog in that witch's boobs and like all the close-ups and just
I looked up some
go ahead, Abby.
Reviews because I was curious. I was like, how did like Christian outlets like react to this movie? Because I wanted to see some of the satanic panic type quotes, but specifically the frog is the thing that's mentioned the most in the sad comments about this movie, and they go far, and it kind of pushes the limit, and it feels a little bit weird because like the movie doesn't have music like a traditional Disney movie does to like uplift and like kind of distract, and it's like
ride
we're
the
gonna do a
tone.
little PG joke,
Well, even that initial scene when all like the henchmen are partying and there's that lady dancing on the table and her dress lifts fully up and you see her undergarments and you're like, whoa, this is really PG. I mean, Disney is definitely making a PG movie here.
Yeah, it's definitely
everything in that scene was so darkly lit. Sorry, except for her, and she was so bright. It was like you couldn't look anywhere else in the frame but.
I wrote down this movie is it's a Disney movie for your creepy uncle. Like that's kind of
I was about to say
it's not far off.
This is a movie made by dudes.
It's
a movie made by dudes. Like 100%. There's a bunch of horny animators just like, let's just go for it.
Yes.
Right? Like
well, and you have to think about like, okay, there is a sequence where a large-chested woman has a frog struggling to get out between her breasts, and there was animators who had to draw every single frame of that, and it's like the amount of movement in that scene, it's just it's something to behold. Let's just put it that way.
That makes sense why a bunch of the women animators left with Don Bluth. That's what
Yeah, yeah.
Feel that. Mm-hmm.
Then and that bit was probably in there from 1971. They were like, "That stays in. Frog boobs stays in."
Yeah, actually,
We've been making this movie so long.
Yes.
That's amazing.
new
The
management-
times have changed.
The
We
new
have so much
management
fun
comes in,
working on that.
everything goes except the boobs.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Can we put boobs on the other characters? Can Taryn have boobs? Can Henwin have boobs?
Can we get the pig boobs?
Ugh.
I think I might have misunderstood your question too. I thought you were saying what didn't go right, and then everyone was talking about things that they liked. So I might have misunderstood. I would have said pacing. The pacing is a little off, I think, for me on this film.
Oh,
And the
pacing
movie is 82 minutes
But-
long.
It lacks
Yeah.
momentum.
Yeah, it was like 30 minutes in or whatever. It was before we'd even gotten too far, and we're already at the castle. And I was thinking, wow, this really was a good movie. They really moved it along. Like we're in the third act already, and we were just exiting the first act. So
Yeah.
we talked about that a little bit of like, oh, what about the Abigail's point about Tolkien? Like it's about the journey.
Yeah, momentum
maybe
and
a little
build
more of
is
that.
definitely missing
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
The fact that neither Taryn or Alon are like all phased by magic, like it's just so commonplace throughout the movie that the wonder kind of is gone completely. It's like, oh, I'm just a princess. Don't really need to explain why. And then Taryn is just kind of
Okay.
a archetypal, like I want to be a warrior. And nothing feels earned throughout, like when the plot as it moves
That's a
on.
good way to
and
put
the
it.
character development, like it doesn't feel like you're like, oh, these are real characters. It feels like a lost vision with other people coming in and fucking around with
Lost
it. Like
vision.
that's what it
Yeah,
feels
well
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
It's
That's
what's
really
on
well
the
said.
screen is eye candy. I'm enjoying what I'm
Totally.
looking at. But as
Sure,
a
yeah, they-
story,
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think that was part of it too. I got a feeling when they were even making it, they were like, we just want to get to the cool shit. So
We wanna
let's
get
just
to the boobs.
feels that way.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, let's get this pig out of here and let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Got the frog boob gag coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. We have boobs at minute 10 and we have boobs at minute 40. We'll be fine.
Oh my God. Boobs per minute factor. Can you
Yeah.
imagine?
Yeah, the BPM.
Sounds like an old Disney thing.
Yeah, the Disney
Oh,
BPM.
gross. Totally.
I wanted to shout out one of the things I think is really cool is the fog, that green fog effect
Yep.
is
The mist.
actually live action fog imposed into the animated film. So when the
That's
fog
why it
is
looks
kind
so
of
crazy.
yes, when it's rolling out of the cauldron down the steps, that is all practical filmed fog and then put into the movie. So they're
Same
just
with the
using-
clouds.
Yes, they're using all sorts of effects to achieve this animated film.
Wow.
Where were we here? Yeah, I mean, I think it gets a little when they meet all the fairy folk. It's just like they all of a sudden it's like we'll get the pig home safe, right? Like it's all this sometimes convenience in
Yeah.
film annoys me.
Yeah.
Right?
That one's
I'm
worth-
supposed to care about Henwen and this journey of saving this pig, and that's not what the movie is actually about at all. At a certain point, the pig disappears and gets home safe without us knowing
Bummer.
how that happens.
Yank it. Yeah.
I was invested in the pig.
Yeah.
See, but that's where
Yeah.
I feel like story and leadership change came in. Like that's where I feel like we need to add
Yeah.
more cute stuff. Let's bring
Like
the
Gertie
fairies
shows
in.
up as soon as the pig's gone.
Yep,
It's like
exactly.
here's our cute character to look at.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
and maybe even the simple decision of like, well, Henwen doesn't talk. We need a cute character that talks, right? If you're going to establish that the Oracle pig, doesn't speak in this world, we need something we can sell, right? They weren't doing heavy merch at this point, but they need the cute little character to. I guess it's the hero version of Creeper, right? We need somebody on either side that is like either a comical relief or some sort of commenter sidekick for both the heroes and the villains.
Yeah, it's where you feel like it wasn't part of the original vision necessarily. Like this is something that, like another chef coming in and like, I'm going to add garlic or red pepper to this.
Yeah.
This just doesn't taste.
In the beginning, I thought this would be a Marty and Doc story because you got the kid and the old man. The old man just disappears fucking too.
Yeah, my first note was, what is their relationship? I was like, I'm not sure how they are related. It's just like a kid living with, I guess, a farmer.
Well, and
right. Don't tell me I had to hand him my pig.
He's an assistant pig farmer, right? Like
pig.
Yeah.
Not farmer.
PA.
Yeah, PA.
He's a pig assistant.
Thankless pig assistant.
He's a pig boy. They call him a pig boy a lot in this. He's a little assistant pig
Yeah.
boy. What the fuck does that mean?
Do you think at one point they were all backstage, like when they were making it, going, "Tell Pig Fucker that he needs to go over to."
That's in that epic voiceover booth. All that happened.
Release the R cut of the Black Cauldron.
Yes.
Of everything at that point. Now that we're doing it, because I'm sure those guys were smoking and drinking back then too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
all the way to the 2000s at least.
Yeah. I mean, I really think that we've kind of hit everything that's kind of worth talking about in the plot, but there's a lot more in release that I do want to talk about, so we're not going anywhere yet. But if there's anything else from the actual movie that we want to hit, we can come back if something else comes up.
When the little fucker jumped into the cauldron, that got me.
Oh yeah.
I didn't think it would. I knew it would happen. I kind of knew that would be the guy who did it. Yeah.
Yeah, Gurgi.
And it still surprised me, and he still actually did it. And even though I kind of knew he would come back, still got me. Still got me. Because he really annoyed me, and then he did the thing, and it was like, fuck. Then you were supposed to annoy me so that you could do the thing, and then I felt like, oh, you got me.
Yeah.
100%. But it's just even how he did it, where it was like, usually they don't show it, and this was like one of the few movies where they
Swan dive.
Do it and poof into a thing of fire. Like I'm trying to think of like, because they don't show Gaston dying or Mufasa dying. You kind of see the after of Mufasa, right?
And he did it really dignified. Like there was no drawn out like, well, don't go, please don't do it. It was like, I'm going to do this because it's the only thing that makes sense. See you later, bye.
Yeah. Yep. And there was a tinge of sadness because he says that he doesn't have any friends.
It was like a tinge of sadness. I was crying.
Yeah,
fucking got me. I mean, I'm welled up, but I was very sad inside.
Yeah. No,
he has no friends. Like, oh my god.
It's heavy concepts for
which that sounds like a Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings Gollum line, right? Gollum has no friends. I could see him saying the exact same thing. That whole character the whole time I was just like, this is Gollum. This is Gollum.
But Gollum has no friends. Gollum's an asshole. But this guy was just annoying, and it is that weird that there's that darkness there too of the whole like, I have no friends, so I'm just gonna end it, and just goes off the edge, right? Like it's brutal.
Yeah. Well, and Taran is gonna do it. You know, Taran initially volunteers to save everybody, but Gurgi won't let him.
He's like, I ate the apple, so
yeah.
You kind of owes him. Yeah, I guess.
Kind of owes him.
Yeah.
Someone eats my apple. I expect
all
them
of that bread. Okay. So around this time, 1984, specifically between December 1984 and February 1985, there is the big shift, as we were talking about with Michael Eisner and Frank Wells and Katzenberg. The film has not officially been released yet, but they decide to move the animators off of the Walt Disney Studio lot. And they move them about 5 minutes away to a warehouse in Glendale. And part of the reason they move the animators off the lot is because they want the animation building for all of the live action actors who are going to be the same way that like a studio lot will have like bungalows for people, you know, if they're working on the lot, a place for them to hang their hat or an office space for them to work. Jeffrey Katzenberg wanted the animation building for that reason, to have all of his his crew of live action actors he was going to be working with have a place to go. So a memo comes out December 17th, 1984. The animation department is moving off the lot, which is devastating. This is a company built on animation. It wasn't until later in Walt Disney's life that he started getting into live action movies. You know, your 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, your Treasure Planets, your Mary Poppins. But the entire corporation is built off of the back of Mickey Mouse and the animated shorts and the silly symphonies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
It's disrespectful.
It's a huge
Literally the company's logo.
Yes. So disrespectful to, you know, they view it as it costs too much money and it doesn't make enough money, right? This is the mindset of Hollywood executives coming into the Walt Disney studio. This leads to this is where they're working on Great Mouse Detective. All of this, you know, as we mentioned, the Don Bluth also animating movies, and primarily working with Steven Spielberg and Amblin Entertainment, partnering with Steven Spielberg to release An American Tail. 1986, Spielberg comes to Disney, and Amblin works with Disney to release or to work on Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You know, it's kind of this big group project, we'll say, right? Because famously in Roger Rabbit, we not only have Disney characters, we've got Warner Brothers Looney Tunes characters all interacting with each other. It's this big melting pot of all of these famous animation studios all working together. Now, it really does, it bums out all of the animators, right? They don't even work at the Disney studio anymore. What's after? Oh, I was trying to remember, because this is one that I don't even own a VHS copy of this, but this is another one that comes out right around this time. Oliver and Company, 1988.
Wait, that was Huey Lewis in the News, right?
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel. Yeah,
Billy
Bette Midler. Yeah, yeah. But again, like, these are all movies that are coming out and not...
Why should I worry?
Yeah.
Why should I care?
Yeah.
Oliver and Company does a little bit better than Great Mouse Detective and Black Cauldron and even Fox and the Hound. But that is a perfect example of the Jeffrey Katzenberg bringing in the stars to voice the characters, right?
Yeah.
Having the songs.
Finger on the pulse, like he knew what would work.
The Great Mouse Detective and American Tail do come out at the exact same time, so they are in direct competition. The other thing that happens at this time is, even though animation is kind of in shambles, they make a promise that they are going to go from releasing a movie every 4 years to releasing a movie every single year.
Yeah.
Now, that what that actually means is they are cutting the budgets of all of these movies and trying to get more and more artists. And all of these artists are getting more experience, you know, from the initial sort of 1978 hires. Now we're into the 1985, right? So that's a few years of experience. So they feel that they can actually start to promise releasing a movie a year. In the Waking Sleeping Beauty documentary, they talk about how there was Eisner and Katzenberg had a gong show style pitch meeting, where anybody in the company could come in and give a 2-minute pitch on any sort of idea, any movie, and they would gong it or, you know, send it through to the next step. And one of the things that I love is they famously gonged Little Mermaid because it was 1985 and the previous year Splash had just come out. And so they gonged the idea of the Little Mermaid because it's like, well, a mermaid movie's already happened. We can't spend money.
It was incredibly successful. Yeah, you'd think that would be obvious choice.
That is exactly what I thought. That's what I thought. Why wouldn't you want to capitalize on that? And maybe that is initially the initial thought was we can't do that, and then they realized that they should be capitalizing on the success of mermaids and make a animated mermaid movie, because shortly after they were able to move ahead onto the next step. They got ungonged on the Little Mermaid project.
Splash came out in '84,
Yes.
but it was a Touchstone movie, right? Was Touchstone
Yes.
Disney yet?
So yes, so Touchstone was actually started by Ron Miller right before Eisner came in, but Eisner continued it on. So yeah,
Okay.
it is weird.
So it's
that-
already in the family. They're already doing it. It's just a live action mermaid movie. Okay.
yeah.
So it's all the
Yeah.
same family.
Shout out to my dad who got me this awesome Touchstone Pictures shirt at D23.
Nice.
That's awesome.
With what appears, is that an alternate color scheme, or is it just my monitor?
No, I think it's
Oh, it's
and blue.
yellow on blue. Okay, got
Yeah.
it. Cool. Anybody else noticing that '90s neon is very back right now? It just seems to be all over everybody's branding. And anybody else noticing that?
It all comes back around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every 20 years.
Yeah.
I've got my bell bottoms on right now.
Oh, that's not '90s. That's '70s. You're too young for
I know.
this.
They were big in the 90s.
Fashions. Okay, I've got my Jenko jeans
Yeah,
on. I don't
exactly.
know.
Every
I
20
got my
years.
chain wallet. What do you want from me?
Oh, chain wallet might have been right. Yeah, that could be. That could be.
I got my. You can't see it, but I got my choker on.
Yeah. I'll see you guys at Hot Topic. I'm on my way. Although I really did used to buy shit at Hot Topic. So
I
We
still
all
buy
have
shit
one.
at
Maybe
Hot Topic's cool.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I haven't been to a mall in ages, or I'm pretty sure I would still shop at Hot Topic.
They still have cool T-shirts. Yeah.
yeah. For a guy,
They
who
always had the
almost
best
wears
t-shirts, yeah.
exclusively graphic tees. Hot Topic's great.
They had the best stuff that wasn't in right now. So you felt like, ooh, cool, I'm getting something that everybody else mainstream isn't going to have. It's not at Target. Sorry. Tangent, Brandon. You've done so good keeping this on track tonight.
I know.
This is going to be like a record show.
I know. I'm like, how are we at this point already? Okay, so Black Cauldron is released July 24th, 1985. As mentioned, it was Super Technorama 70 millimeter, which is the first time since Cinderella in 1959. Was Disney's first PG animated film. And actually, I wanted to look up to see, I didn't know if there was any other Disney PG animated films. Does anybody want to take a guess at any of the other PG rated Disney animation films?
I would
the
only say
list here.
maybe Hunchback because it's equally as dark.
Yeah, I was thinking
Nope.
Hunchback was there. Are we
No,
talking? Is it
Hunchback.
earlier or before? Can we get an over under?
So Black Cauldron is the first one.
Oh, Black Cauldron. Okay, stop there.
Yeah.
We'll stop there. And I'm trying to think now. Maybe Aladdin got PG.
No. Aladdin is
No.
G.
Maybe Lion King for the same reason.
Nope.
A little dark.
Lion King's G.
Tarzan.
I will give you a clue. The next one is from 2001.
Tarzan.
No, that's
No,
99.
99.
Shit.
Atlantis?
trying to think of-
What's that one called?
Atlantis, The Lost
There it is.
Empire.
Oh,
Nice.
with
I
our
don't
past and
know.
future guest, Phil Morris.
Phil
That's a
Morris
great
is in Atlantis? I
Yeah,
forgot.
I've got his
Oh.
fucking thing right here.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Atlantis
I
is
not know
also
that?
underrated.
It is.
That
This
movie's
is
great.
an actual studio maquette that is only here because of our
of
podcast, but
course.
this is Phil's character.
That's cool.
Oh, that's
Wow.
This
I
is
completely missed
actually
that,
from the
yeah.
studio.
Love
Wow.
cool. I love a good maquette.
Yeah.
And he was
That's
just at
awesome.
D23 doing a panel for it just the other day.
So cool.
That's cool.
So yeah, 2001's Atlantis: The Lost Empire, starring Michael J. Fox and Phil Morris. There is the
Shout out to Phil Morris.
The next animated film that was rated PG is the very next year, and it's a big one. It's a very popular one. 2002.
Oh, it's not Frozen.
Nope. This movie.
Hercules?
Nope. That's 97. Is Hercules.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay, I'm
2000
trying to think.
This has a
Hang on.
very famous bit where a character swears in a different language.
God,
I
I'm
don't
trying
know.
I'm drawing a blank.
Sorry,
Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
an
this one-
alien language, Lilo and
Oh,
Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
Oh,
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Of course, of
PG.
course.
Then we have Treasure Planet, 2002 is PG. Home on the Range, 2004. The Cow one, a movie that my sister loves, but I have not seen in forever. Home on the Range. I think.
Are you sure you
Cousin
don't love it?
Eddie-
You got a little choked up there.
I did. I
Yeah.
was swallowing. I was choking. Yes. Randy Quaid is in Home on the Range, I believe. And then and then there's a couple Lilo and Stitch 2 after that, but not a lot of PG rated animated Disney movies.
No, they gotta do a PG-13 one once.
Mm.
Frozen,
Might.
Frozen. What are they at? 3, 4?
3, yeah, 3's coming
Three.
out.
3
Yeah.
should be PG-13.
Yeah, because the kids are aging, you know.
'Cause
Yeah.
The kids are growing up now.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
audience, the Frozen audience, is old
Dude,
enough.
I can't wait till Frozen 4.
It's a whole
when
different
all the-
dream now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. R-rated
Frozen
Frozen
4.
4.
Frozen 4. Fuck your eyes.
Just the three witches.
Elsa's throwing ice spikes and stabbing people, like, locking them against walls. It's like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if
Yeah.
Frozen
Yeah.
4 somehow gets into that horror movie genre that you like with the girl, the porn star. I could see
Maxine?
her doing a crossover to Maxine. Yeah.
Yes.
Maxine,
Yeah,
no.
Frozen 4, Los
X,
Angeles.
Frozen X, directed by Ty West. I'm there.
Yeah.
Day one.
Realistic murder, cool.
All right. So I've alluded at the budget being doubled. Well, the initial budget for the Black Cauldron was $25 million. It ballooned to $44 million up and right before its final form. Until 1994, it was the most expensive animated movie ever made.
What's the conversion on that? Do you know?
I just learned.
Never
that you
mind.
could-
Don't.
Okay.
Continue. It's not important.
The film that beats the Black Cauldron as most expensive animated movie is 1994's The Lion King, which was budgeted at $45 million.
But where did that budget go for Lion King, though? Because I imagine Elton John wasn't cheap.
No.
No.
And you know
Yeah.
those lions
Nor-
aren't
nor-
cheap. That they brought.
Yeah, that's
they-
a lot of
they're bringing in
animal
the zoo.
wranglers.
Yeah.
Brought in a lot of.
There's computer animation in that too, and they were actually crossing the. They were crossing the. It was kind of getting good at that point. So I think it was probably really expensive computer animation too.
Yeah, that Stampede is all CG.
Yeah.
And then you got Elton John. JTT was hot at that point too.
Matthew Broderick, Michael Broderick.
Yeah.
Oh
favorite
yeah,
actor.
Matthew Broderick.
Mr. Bean.
Sure.
Mr. Bean was in
Yes,
that.
Mr. Bean.
He
yes,
was?
Yeah,
Irons.
yeah he's Zazu the bird is Rowan Atkinson.
I gotta see
And then
that
Darth
one.
Vader was Mufasa. Alan Rickman was Scar. It was a big cast.
No, not Alan Rickman.
Not Rickman.
Jeremy
Hang
Irons.
on.
Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy
Oh,
Irons.
so
Thank
close.
you.
Yep.
Yes.
So
yes.
close. So
A
close.
different Die Hard villain.
A different Die Hard villain.
For
Correct.
Alfred.
And one of my favorite fun facts: Jeremy Irons does not sing "Be Prepared." "Be Prepared" is sung by Jim Cummings, the voice of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
that rules.
that's cool.
And-
Pooh it dark.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Pooh.
Yeah, Pooh goes dark.
Go call your doctor when Pooh goes dark.
Ugh.
Yeah. But no, "Be Prepared" is like one of the best villain songs. That one,
it is.
the one from Princess and the Frog, and
Oh yeah, Friends
Not
on the
the
Other
50
Side.
Friends on the Other
that one?
Side.
Yeah,
I think those are my two favorites for sure.
yeah.
Right?
So you're right. This is a theme. We definitely were missing a villain song tonight,
We were
Yeah,
or some
I mean-
kind of something set up.
something.
Yeah,
Something.
this film is kind of a departure from having any sort of song in it, right?
Right.
The-
And they don't do that again until Tarzan.
Yeah, but even Tarzan feels like it has songs in it because of all the Phil Collins music,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
such a
Yeah.
it's such a integral part of the success of that. film.
Oh, you mean because the characters aren't singing the songs?
Yes, in
The
Tarzan.
characters
the
are-
Okay, I was going to
characters
say
are
like that literally won an Oscar for best.
Yes.
That beat out
Yeah.
Blame Canada that year.
Yeah, but
but
yeah, not
but
typically musical. That's not
yes,
Got it.
and
yeah.
and I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts, Blank Check, and there's a really great mini series they did on the films of John Musker and Ron Clements, and I was going back to listening to The Great Mouse Detective just because I wanted to see if there would be any sort of crossover information on Black Cauldron. But then I got into the Little Mermaid episode, and they were talking about how one of the great things that Howard Ashman and Alan Menken brought to the Disney movies is kind of making them feel like musicals.
Yeah.
Whereas the previously Disney animated films, they had songs in them and characters sang the songs, but they were kind of more like how a character in a 40s or 50s live action movie will just take everybody. There'll be a scene where all of a sudden the character will take a guitar and will just sing a song. It is not
or
a
an old
song.
Western, right?
Yes.
Or any
It is not
Elvis movie. He just picks it
Yes.
up and starts playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is not a song that is integral to the story or moves our story forward.
Yeah.
Bringing in Howard Ashman is where those songs really start to feel like they are moving our story along while the character is singing the song. And it is such a shift. And it's a thing that I had not realized until I was re-listening to that episode the other day.
It's definitely, you can feel that in that documentary, Waking Sleeping Beauty, because Howard's talking about how, like, around the third or fourth song in every good musical, there's the heroine that comes out and sits down on something and explains what their dream is, and then the audience falls in love with her, gets behind the dream, and roots for the rest of the movie. And
The
that
I Want
sensitivity, an understanding, that's why that shit.
Buy the premise, buy the bit. Absolutely.
Yes.
I just can't wait to be king, you know?
Yes, exactly. That is exactly what it is.
Right. And I just want to be where the people are.
Yes.
Was it
part of your
was it intentional? Was it intentional, do you guys think? Because it also did have a little bit of a Fifth Element darkness to me, where it was like, it doesn't need a name or a motive. It's just pure evil, and it's just coming our way, that whole thing. Like, I did sort of eventually just forgive it and think it was that. Is that a possibility for you guys, or was it simply?
Are you talking about
like
the Black Cauldron as a specific like
well,
MacGuffin?
the motivation, and the motivation for the evil king goat guy, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I literally wrote down the note, how does Cauldron as villain work for you?
Right, right.
Not an active.
Is Cauldron the ultimate villain?
Yeah.
Well,
it's an inanimate object, right?
Yeah. To your point, Jay, we don't actually even get to. The idea behind the Horned King, he wants the cauldron so he can build the ultimate evil army to do ultimate evil deeds.
Right.
We actually
invert the polarity of the universe, basically, right?
Yeah, we don't even really see him do anything evil. He's just looking for the item that will allow him to do the evil.
We need his backstory. We need to know why he's evil and why he wants to conquer all this, and then maybe we care.
Or we're living in a world that he has, like, sucked all the resources from the forest.
Yeah, like
that
the White
kind of
Witch
thing.
in Chronicles of Narnia.
True. Yes, exactly.
Right,
Right.
yeah.
Like that kind of gets us on our hero's side right from the jump. If we're like, okay, they're fighting against him to save their world, and I mean, I guess they, in a way, they are, but it's like
that pig's afraid for some reason.
Yes, the Horned King doesn't really do anything evil other than abuse Creeper throughout the film. It's not, and then even when he gets the cauldron, the undead army doesn't get past the castle door before
the fucking drawbridge.
Before the cauldron's already foiled, right? The army
it's
is
again
formed.
The pacing issue. Pacing.
They walk outside and they fall.
Yeah, if there had been some sort of a long journey before they get to the castle, instead of just being a quick cut to, like, oh, we're in here, and also the Horned King's here. He's just, like, not paying attention to anything that's going on down here. It's not ominous. It's not threatening.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an issue.
We need
no
a
security
live
whatsoever.
We need a live action movie now where it's the Horned Prince.
Yeah.
And we get to see his upbringing of him being a piece of shit kid.
Yeah, the prequel.
The prequel. And then we
Or maybe he was a fine kid and he got bullied, or maybe his parents sucked, or we don't know. Could be anything.
Find out.
Modern day dynamic, storytelling that I think.
You are right. I learned it by watching you.
Yeah. How Stella got her horns back, kind of.
Oh, you did not go there. That's amazing.
But you could but if you make it as the Horned Prince, that way you can get at least a trilogy out of it. Because then by the time the third movie ends, he's the Horned King.
Yeah.
That
that prequel trilogy, Peter Jackson, because he knows what he's doing.
Hey, give me that. Where's that gong pitch? I gotta go.
On his way up.
There's spin-off opportunities. You can do Sisterhood of the Traveling Cauldron. There's all sorts of things you can do.
Yes.
Oh, dude. No, that's who the three witches are.
Yeah.
I know.
That's their prequel. There's a lot here. There's a lot more that we could tell all the story the movie couldn't.
The expanded Cauldron universe on Disney Plus.
Can you imagine if we did that? If this one weird little movie, and then we sort of branched it out into a whole thing, multiverse of.
Truth be told, there's 5 books in the series.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that this is a book. You know, I have to. That's got to calculate into my rating then too, because I can't judge this movie if I don't know what the original story was. I don't know how close or I don't know what they achieved.
They were picking and choosing elements from I believe the first 3 books. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
so
kind
it's
of boiling all
direct.
that down.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's not a direct adaptation of a particular book.
I would hope not.
Bits and bits. Yeah, that book would suck.
It's always good when you take 3
pages
books
look
and
good.
put them in one.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Always works. It always works.
Or taking one movie and
series of unfortunate events.
Dark Tower.
What you just described though is a textbook Jeffrey Katzenberg move though. He will just pull an element out because he likes this scene from a thing, even though it has no business being over here and no relevance or whatever. So that may also be part of the disjointedness, which of course we brought up earlier.
Yeah. Okay. So
you're like, moving on. Hilarious.
July 24th.
We listen to you.
Black Cauldron is released in theaters July 24th, 1985. Opens up number 3 at the box office. Number 1 that week was National Lampoon's European Vacation, covered with someone who was brought up on the show already, Sean Bishop. Number 2 has been in theaters for 3 weeks. Anybody want to take a guess? What number 2?
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. Basically, the only time it was kind of beat out just because everybody wanted to see the next National Lampoon Vacation movie. So dipped above, or Back to the Future dipped below to number 2, and then gets right
only
back.
Number 2.
Yeah, it goes.
But it goes right back next week. Nobody liked the European Vacation.
Number 3, Black Cauldron. Number 4, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome has been out for 2 weeks. And number 5, Silverado has also been out for 2 weeks. Black Cauldron plays for 10 weeks in the theater, makes $21.2 million. Now, that is a total bomb. Go ahead, Ryan.
Did they keep it in theaters that long in hoping to make just more money? Or was it just a different part of that time? Because now, if a movie bombs like that, it wouldn't even be in the theater for 3 weeks before they're already like, let's put it on streaming.
Well, nowadays too, there's movies to substitute and to put in their place. Whereas back then, like the studios only made so many movies. There wasn't. I mean, TV used to go off the air at midnight too. There wasn't enough content to fill the air back then.
That's true. What a wild thing
AI.
to think about. Yeah, they needed
think
AI.
of our we love Poltergeist, Brandon. I mean, think of Poltergeist as a movie. The premise only exists because television went off the air at night, and then Carol Ann gets sucked into the television.
Oh, that's true. I've never really thought about that.
If it was some infomercial for a fucking Floby or some sham
Girls Gone Wild,
she wouldn't have. Yeah, or what? In my age, it was the call 1-900. Talk to me. Yeah.
Once I hear those steel drums, I know it's 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's what Poltergeist was missing.
Amount of work that went into making content. It was intense. It's insane. So yeah.
Yeah.
They had less of it.
You know what? Less is more sometimes. Maybe we should go back to that. Maybe there's too much.
Let's take a break.
Well,
let's turn off the TV at midnight.
Yeah, YouTube only after midnight.
That's how I live. Yeah.
I guess point being, like, if a movie was planned, they estimated that it was going to be in the theater for 8 weeks, and it tanked in 3. Like, they still would probably leave it in for a couple weeks at least until they figured out what to roll out instead.
Yeah, but 10 weeks seems like a very it feels like a long time now because that's still 3 months.
Oh, it is a long time now, but back in the day, it wasn't. Like when I was I mean, I know I'm older than you guys, but like Back to the Future was in the theater for like, it felt like a year.
Wow,
it was probably like a half a year, but it felt like a year.
As it should be. Same with Batman '89.
Yeah,
right?
and I was going to say Beverly Hills
That stayed in too, yeah. Beverly Hills Cop did too.
There is some there if we're doing box office numbers earlier in the year of 1985, our Beverly Hills Cop is still in there, like top 2 or 3, rolling
still
over
earning from 84.
Yes, yeah, it's
unbelievable.
That's Axel Foley for you, dude.
Yeah,
That's like my go-to.
I like that
soundtrack.
I like that.
Totally agree.
The third one's great too. It takes place at a theme park.
We think it's not great, but that's okay.
Here's the thing. I watch it every single time, but I have to acknowledge that it is simply a departure film from the rest of the series. John Landis does not know how to do that.
We've had lots of conversations about it.
I'm fascinated by it.
I agree. Yes, George Lucas is in it. It is a fascinating object.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another one, speaking of European Vacation, because they use the same park. It's Magic Mountain here in Valencia.
I need to go there. That's cool.
We've had lots of conversations about Beverly Hills Cop on this show. I don't know how it always comes up, but we talk about that series a lot on the show. It's actually, for a movie that's none of them came out in 1985, we talk about it a lot.
But it's a milestone.
I would like to point out that you didn't see it until recently, right?
2 and 3.
Oh, okay.
And the Netflix one.
I like that one too. I like that one way more than I thought I would.
That one. Yes, I really liked the Netflix one.
It was a fan service. It was all fan service, but I enjoyed it.
Hey, sometimes it's fine.
It worked for me. I mean, they brought back the guys I wanted to see. My 3 guys, right?
Yeah.
They're all there.
Yep. That's another thing that killed me with 3, that they killed the captain. That always bummed me out because the captain was, he's part of it. He's part of Foley's drive. Yeah. Anyway.
I think for context also, Abby, we have a very tumultuous relationship with John Landis. Yes.
I understand.
There's films that he's made
I'm conflicted.
We're super conflicted because as much as I love American Werewolf and Blues Brothers, like he's a very interesting person in his his personal life, but also like he does make stinkers.
Yeah,
right?
Did he do the Twilight Zone movie? Is that?
Yes. Well,
that had a lot of controversy surrounding it.
That is his initial controversy, right? People died
Exactly.
on set. Yes.
At his hand, at his direction.
At his fly lower.
And really, I mean, that's an accident and that happens. But what happened afterwards, to me, I just find sort of unforgivable. The lack of responsibility taken by him. And just the passing the buck. I just, he has made some of my favorite movies, and I still am so conflicted because I go, fuck, dude. If I was a sports guy and like loved OJ or something like that, and like, oh, but he killed his wife, it's like that. I was never into sports, so I don't give a shit. But I do think that like this is a weird one. Is it an accident? Of course. Did he mean to do it? No, of course, fucking
no,
not.
Of course, yeah.
Awful, tragic situation. But you also have to sort of take responsibility for that. It's your movie. It's your set.
Yep.
You were the one given the direction at the moment. Key. They kept telling you, no, we shouldn't do that, and you're like, do it anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Didn't mean to go there.
Back to Walt Disney's The Black Cauldron. So, 10 weeks, made $21.2 million. Obviously, that is not good off of a $44 million production budget. Not potentially not factoring in marketing. The other thing that really stung for Walt Disney Animation and The Black Cauldron is they were beat out by the Care Bears movie, which is another film released in this year.
Hey, don't do that, Jay. Hang on. Jay Ryan, that's not the reaction you give to Care Bears.
I like the Care Bears.
Thank you.
I'm fine with the Care Bears. No, I'm fine with the Care Bears. But to be a Disney movie who just got their knees taken out by the Care
You
Bears
gotta-
is rough.
Care
It's a
Bears
rough
was-
hit. Rough hit.
It was huge though. Like that. Granted, it was like a what was it? A greeting card company, right? Like there was like a big boom of like that Care Bears popularity at that time.
Yeah.
No one knew.
I was
what
alive.
Care
I
Bears
remember.
was. Oh yeah, of course. Yes, of course. Me too.
I mean, oh, you were?
Yeah.
But yeah, but you. All right. I remember the kids coming to school with the Care Bears fucking shirt. Oh, which Care Bear are you? I'm this Care Bear.
Yeah. It was
My
like-
Little
no,
Pony was big. All that shit.
Yeah, I remember all that. Plus, I got an older sister as well, so it's all, you know.
Oh, okay.
You see all that stuff, and it's just like,
Yep.
yeah, no, it was huge. So I can totally see why Care Bears would actually beat it out, Disney or not,
Yeah.
because
Well,
of the pulp
and-
culture.
Yeah.
And
of it all.
you have to
I
think
hear
of
you.
it
It's just rough for Disney. They're like, we're the
Yeah,
target
animation
audience.
company.
right?
Yeah.
If Disney is purposely releasing the Black Cauldron as PG to try to get the teens, it's a quote unquote experiment, right? All their previous films are all G rated. Obviously, the Care Bear movie is G rated, and that's where all the young kids are going to go. The other
The
thing,
whole families
Yes.
are
For audience, yeah.
the other thing with the Care Bears movie is that it was only made for $2 million and made
in a
That's
cabin
tough.
in Canada.
yes.
Yeah. In a year and a half instead of like a dozen and a half.
Yes.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Care Bears movie made 22.9 million, so just a million and a half over Black Cauldron. The other thing that happened is this was one of the 7-year re-releases for another Disney animated film. 101 Dalmatians was re-released in 1985 and went on to make 31.1 million. So Disney's own re-release of 101 Dalmatians beat the Black Cauldron.
Hey, that means
This-
they made their money back on the re-release.
Yes, but this is what led
Go
Michael
Disney.
Eisner. They actually toyed with the idea of shutting down the entire Disney department completely, either outsourcing it or just not making new animated films at all, and just continuing with the re-release schedule of putting out the Walt Disney animated classics, the ones that he kind of had worked on himself, right? They considered that, and I believe in Waking Sleeping Beauty, they obviously they talked about that, but that's not the direction they went. Michael Eisner refers to it as like, well, if we did that, then it would be like we're running a museum.
Yeah.
And they realized that with the success of the parks, and Michael Eisner, opens up other theme parks around the world, they realized that the animation department is what brings the new ideas for them to put into the parks and to sell the merchandise, right? So it's all...
You realize there's a pipeline here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
they have to continue making the movies, and there is so many great little clips in that Waking Sleeping Beauty doc when he's like on the news talking, and somebody asks, one of the reporters asks like, is this cost effective? And he says like, no, but we're going to keep doing it anyway. Right. It's just like they just realize that they just need to keep doing it. And truth be told, that is exactly how Walt Disney himself ran the Disney studios. Just spend the money. We'll eventually get it back. I mean, famously, the budget doubled, tripled, quadrupled on Disneyland, right? Granted, I mean, he built that park in a year, which is insane. But actually, less than a year, 364 days is how long it took him to build Disneyland. But that was just him spend the money. And obviously that park has made all of its money back 100 times over. But it just took them a few years.
Might
to
be more
realize.
than that.
It took them a few years to sort of realize that like that's what they needed to do. I had mentioned the home video release did not come out until 1998. Now, you had mentioned live action, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
In 2016, Disney purchased the rights to the Black Cauldron books once again in preparation to develop some sort of live action project. Now, obviously 10 years later, nothing has come out of that, but it was something that they were thinking about. Which, I mean, a dark fantasy movie, like, that would be great. You know, there's not enough dark fantasy movies. And one of my favorite movies is The Dark Crystal, and I loved that modern Age of Resistance Netflix series, right?
Yes. Same.
It's just like, that is fun stuff. I like that dark fantasy stuff. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else of recent that was like dark fantasy? Because like nobody's
not
doing it.
Really. Not
Stranger Things, maybe,
but it's not really like,
that's more like sci-fi, I would say.
And it's nostalgia based,
And it's nostalgia.
Yeah.
What about the HBO
anime
show that everyone loved all those
Oh, what
years
about
with
Arcane?
The bearded
Oh,
guy.
I never watched Arcane.
Ooh, you might like that.
But that's based off the video game, right?
Yeah, but there's like dark magic elements, supernatural stuff, and like the juxtaposition of like an upper class and a lower class, and the struggles that they go through. So I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones is the one I couldn't think of.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Is
That's
that
not dark fantasy. That's just fantasy. That's like medieval fantasy. I don't think it's dark fantasy.
But that doesn't
I don't
fall
know.
under
I don't know any
fantasy.
different.
Well, the difference between like when you got dark fantasy, then you're really getting into like elves. You're getting into like
Lord of the Rings. So Lord of the Rings.
Necromancy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why I want to write a necromantic comedy. Like that's what I want to write.
Yeah.
So it's like you could just.
That's what it
Shadow
sounds
Realm?
like to me. It's sex with dead people.
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm not.
I don't know if you ever
I'm
read
not
the
well
Shadow
versed.
Realm book, Brandon.
Jay doesn't know his terms.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's necrophilia, my friend.
Well, yes.
Yeah, necro is a
What-
part
what-
of that, but necromancy is dark.
Sounds
dead
like romance.
Roommate.
Sounds like romance with the dead people. Just saying.
Yeah, but it's like the.
He's like, yeah.
It's like kind of a little bit, but it's just it's the.
It's all
they're.
right.
Well,
But I mean, like,
necromancy
we're
is
talking,
bringing them back to life before you
Animation.
fall in love with them. Yes.
Oh, like
Like,
Reanimator.
Good, technically.
Reanimator.
Yes, Reanimator.
We love the Reanimator on this show.
Yes.
I would actually even put Sleeping Beauty has a little bit of dark fantasy in there too.
Oh, sure.
Right.
100%. I mean, Maleficent alone,
all.
the thorns, the dragon, that's all.
Yep.
That's dark fantasy.
Okay.
100%. Right.
Basically,
So
any fantasy movie that has purple in it, I would consider a dark fantasy film.
does the knight wear black?
Is there a dark elf?
Yeah. Is there a dark elf?
Yeah. Is the elf purple in skin?
Yeah, I was mentioning a second ago, Brandon. I don't know if you ever read the Shattered Realms books.
No.
Those were my favorite when I was like 13 or 14. But yeah, it was like it followed a dark elf and like his necromancy skills and all that shit. So I just wanted to recommend it to you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't read a lot, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
He reads his box covers,
Yeah.
Watch.
liner leaflets, and liner notes.
Yeah, I read the back of my tapes.
And other people's movie reviews.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the only reading I do. Well, we love Siskel and Ebert on this show. Siskel and Ebert reviewed The Black Cauldron on At the Movies.
Oh
And
boy.
Ebert loved this movie. He wrote about it. He's quoted in the one of the trailers that I posted on our Instagram. Ebert is quoted in that trailer, but he loved the special effects. I can't even read my own writing. Oh, he loved the thrilling kind of excitement through the film. Gene Siskel did not like this movie. His direct quote, and I kind of agree with him. His direct quote is, "I liked Creeper and I liked the pig." That was Siskel.
Like us.
That's so.
We like the
so
cute
funny.
things.
Wow.
Yeah, he just thought it was kind of went nowhere, had no development, but he really liked the characters, and he was also in agreement that like the human characters didn't work for him. So ultimately, Siskel thumbs down, Ebert thumbs up. They were split on that one.
Didn't expect that.
Yeah.
No.
So really, obviously, Black Cauldron, not a success. Kind of, stirs up the whole animation department, as we've been talking about the whole night. But it leads to Oliver and Company, marginal success. But then Little Mermaid comes out, 1989, a budget of 40 million, goes on to make 111 million. Beauty and the Beast, 25 million, goes on to make 219 million. Aladdin, $28 million budget, goes on to make 217 million. And Lion King, 45 million, just 1 million higher than the Black Cauldron budget, goes on to make $422 million at the box office in 1994.
That was a big year, though. Like 1994, like that. I remember that one being in theaters for like half a year. That movie.
Yeah, it's a huge deal.
Yeah.
It was a big deal. But even before Little Mermaid, Who Framed Roger Rabbit was a big deal for the animation for the animation studio, and that's that the movie from Roger Rabbit is what gave us the Little Mermaid, because then people went, oh, we do like new animated stuff, even though it does play a lot in the nostalgia realm, because you get a lot of like, you're getting new Dumbo animation, you're seeing characters from Fantasia being animated, all refreshed and all that kind of stuff. But so you got the nostalgia part of it, which then gives them this huge this budget back that they can go and do Little Mermaid. Well, which is great.
And I think that having somebody like Steven Spielberg come in and say, like, I want to celebrate classic Disney animation, lends such like a power to what Disney animation and animation in general kind of represents, right? You have somebody who's making the biggest movies of that time come in and being like, I want to work with Disney. I want to work with these people. And it kind of makes Disney animation cool in a way, right? Makes it popular.
It totally does. And I think it's also that, like, there's some shock value with Who Framed Roger Rabbit, because you've got Warner Brothers characters in there. You got Looney Tunes. You've got Max Fleischer, Fleischer Studios characters in there. You've
Tex
got
Avery.
all these, like, Tex Avery. So you've got everyone who's anyone in animation history that's changed the game, showing all in one movie together. Like that's Avengers before Avengers, right? Like this is,
it totally is.
It's, but it's even bigger because like we still haven't gotten like the Avengers and Justice League go for coffee.
Yeah.
Like we haven't gotten that movie.
It's almost like the old Battle of the Network Stars, where everybody from everything would all be in one place.
Right.
Which I know is the same. It's the same. We're making the same analogy, but television.
Yeah, we are. But it is like the, it's an attraction in that sense, right? Because it's
spectacle.
I mean,
it is a spectacle.
Totally,
yeah, it totally is. Lucky though, Who Framed Roger Rabbit was a good movie and had a good story, and
Well, they don't. Having just watched it 2 nights ago, they don't exploit the use of any one of those characters. They just happen to give.
They're just part of the world. That's it.
Exactly. It's like equal representation just across the board. Like Popeye's in it, and he doesn't fucking say anything Popeye-wise. He's just he's a background player.
Yeah.
Like they're all background players. You mentioned the brooms from Fantasia and whatever. Like, I don't even think we see Mickey in that scene. You're just supposed to understand that those are the brooms from Fantasia. Like, they don't beat it over your head with anything, which is nice.
Which is my favorite scene because of that is always going to be Daffy Duck and Donald Duck at the piano.
Dueling pianos.
Yeah.
Disney and Warner.
It is like one of the best films. Like, it's just one of the best sequences in film for me. It's just
I so agree with you. What it represents, what it's actually doing, let alone the comedy. Yes.
Right. Everything. It's just, you get all the bits, the best parts of both characters just in that like 2-minute gag. right? Like,
And we're still in the
Exactly.
world building that Brandon loves, where we're like, we don't really know what's going on. We just got to the Sink and Paint Club. Who's the wife? What's the story here? We're
Yeah.
still like,
Yeah.
it's still a little foggy. We're like, wait, what? The guy squirts
give me-
his, ruins your shirt. And like,
yeah, we're getting
Give me
introduced
the
to
rules.
Yeah.
yeah, we're
I
getting
want
punched
the
in the face
rules.
with rules. Exactly. Exactly.
Show me
Yeah.
this
And then you
world.
see that and you're like, oh shit, they're fucking doing it in this movie. This
Yeah.
is what it's going to be. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Edge
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
Give,
I can
give me
watch
the
it again right now.
parameters. Oh man.
Yeah.
I love a good rule.
Yeah. Let me know.
I love world building. God, I love
Brandon,
world
you and I
building.
are liking that. We like the world building. We
I
like that.
love the world building.
Yeah.
Where were we? Okay. So the other thing that I wanted to mention is the animators are moved off the lot, and then there's famously 1991 Beauty and the Beast comes out, and that is when the announcement comes out that the animators are getting a brand new building built by Eisner on the studio lot. It is now the current animation building, the Roy E. Disney Animation Building. It is the building that you can see on the side of the highway when you drive past the studio lot with the big Sorcerer Mickey hat out front.
Yeah.
And
Beautiful
that is where,
studio,
yes.
by the way.
Oh, I
Gorgeous.
haven't been in there, but it looks awesome.
I'd
Yeah,
love to
no,
see it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
We call it the Death Star around here, that building.
No,
Plateau.
You can see it right from the 134. It's got the big,
Ah.
ABC big on
Got
it. And
It's a
Yeah.
big thing.
but we called it that before the ABC and Disney were before they bought Star
Oh,
Wars.
the
so I
ABC.
don't know.
You call the ABC building the or the Death Star, not the animation building behind it.
Technically,
Yeah.
yes. That little hat thing you're talking about though is right. It's in front of the
it's
same.
it's right,
buil-
it's
it
right
is
across
the ABC.
building,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's in the
They're
same.
in the
ever-
same viewpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever walked through the ABC building? Anyone?
I've had
Okay.
many meetings there. Yeah.
I love when you walk through the just down the hallway and then you see all of, their here's the Macy's Day Parade. Here's the cast of Three's Company. Here's the all their top shows they've ever had is represented with all these beautiful posters.
Just
down
in
this
the
long
lobby.
hall.
Yeah.
Just in the lobby, and then I think there's a walkway through the cafeteria. I just acted like I
Oh.
belonged there. Yeah, I just acted like I belonged there.
I know
just
where you mean
started,
on the second floor.
Yeah,
yeah.
right. I wasn't supposed to be in there, but I just said hi to everybody.
Act
and I just
annoyed
walked-
and busy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
had papers in my hand. Like, okay, I gotta get these.
Yeah.
I remember when they built that bridge, and when they built it originally, there was not security on either side. So if you were on the lot, you could walk over to the ABC building and vice versa. Is it not that way anymore?
Oh, they still have the bridge there.
Still can. Yeah,
Yeah,
but there
you
didn't
can
used
still
to be
walk across.
security on either side. So if you were on the lot, you
Oh.
could walk across the
Oh,
bridge
yeah,
to
there
is
was
not-
no
because there was
no
the
security.
commissary on either side. People like the new commissary, so they'd walk over to it.
Yes.
Yeah, totally
What-
no security. Because my
Yes.
friend that works at Lucasfilm, she got me in. She gave me the private tour. Then my friend who I worked with on Spider-Verse, she was working at the animation studio for Disney. So then she's like, "Oh, I'll come get you." And then she came and then she took me through to the other side.
Nice,
He was showing me the shortcuts.
sweet.
Yeah, because that bridge
And all that
exists
stuff.
past gate security. So once you're past the gate, you're allowed to be in those areas.
You get it. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So there is no security.
You're
on the
technically
bridge.
off the lot property because you're walking over a street, but you're
Yes.
still in the secure area, which is bizarre.
It was so
Right.
when I was on the lot, I was there for a studio tour, and I was so tempted to walk across the bridge, but I did not want to get in trouble.
You
so I
like
did not.
rules.
I love rules.
He loves rules.
Now here I am telling the story. I just went and helped myself to a drink at the ABC building. I'm like, I need a water. Let's go to their cafeteria and get one. Act
That's
like
amazing.
I belong.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Maybe one day I'll get to visit that building.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right.
It's
so
easy.
yeah, I got a co-host that will get me in there.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like the 1,000 miles that's the biggest problem. Like you just got to get down here and then however 1,500 miles. How many miles? It's probably further than I think it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be down there at some point.
Okay.
All right. I want to shout out poster artist Paul Wenzel, because I think this poster rules. I back to the dark fantasy.
It's like Scooby-Doo to me.
I just love the colors of this poster. It's a little bit like I don't like how small the artwork is. I kind of wish it was a full colored poster, like the big white border. But I just think it looks really good. Here are some other posters that Paul Wenzel also did for Disney. There's a Pete's Dragon
little movies.
poster. Yep, Mary Poppins,
No big deal.
the character poster. But then I like these ones a lot too. The Rescuers
wow.
poster. I love that Rescuers poster.
That's super cool.
And
Very dynamic.
Fox and the Hound.
Great primary use on that Rescuers poster. Man, is that beautiful. Great
Paul
balance.
Wenzel was a internal Disney artist, so he also worked on the films as well. And then
the man.
He did this 1968 Walt Disney stamp, which I happen to own one of them. So I did not know that Paul Wenzel was the artist
Brandon,
behind this
send me a
stamp.
postcard.
This is a I got this as a souvenir. This is an original 1968 Walt Disney stamp issued in Marceline, Missouri on September 11th, 1968. And it's inside this little magnet. But yeah,
So cool.
I learned that he was the artist behind that stamp. We've talked about Tim Burton. I had a note to make sure that we talked about him. What else is here? Oh, Wolfgang Reitherman. This film is dedicated to him. He was known as Wooly Reitherman. He was a long-time Disney director and an animation director. He retired from Disney in 1981 and sadly passed away in 1985. But he is the director of Sleeping Beauty, 101 Dalmatians, Sword in the Stone, Jungle Book, Aristocats, Robin Hood, Rescuers, Fox and the Hound, the Winnie the
Holy
Pooh
moly.
shorts, and the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh. So this film is dedicated to him.
Wow.
Wow.
I want to watch Winnie the Pooh.
Prolific.
Me too.
Yeah.
I used to love Winnie
Well,
the Pooh.
speaking of Winnie the Pooh, did you know that the 2011 Winnie the Pooh film is actually the last hand-drawn Disney animated film? I always assumed that it was Princess and the Frog from 2009, but it actually is the 2011 Winnie the Pooh film.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Did anyone else hear that Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say they just need to do another one. I think we're ready as a society
Well,
for another Winnie the Pooh.
Give me more poo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another Winnie the Pooh.
More dark Pooh, please.
Yeah,
Those
Dark
Paddingtons did really well, right? Let's bring back some Pooh.
Those are well
Yeah.
written.
How well did the Winnie the Pooh movie with Obi-Wan Kenobi do?
That's what I was saying. Miss Christopher Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christopher Robin. I don't know. I think it was received well. I don't know the numbers on it specifically, but people liked it.
That's
Ewan
it.
McGregor?
I think,
You were talking
Yes, Ian
yeah,
McGregor.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor. Yeah. I think we need to start another show on this channel. I think it's just going to be called Pooh's Corner, and we're just gonna break down Winnie the Pooh stories, movies,
all the Pooh
and shorts.
connections.
Yeah.
I love
Cool.
that.
Yeah,
Cool.
let's do
cool.
it.
Did anyone else hear that Disney declared, like maybe 3-4 months ago, that for the next few years, all of their animated movies will be done with hand-drawn art?
I don't.
Was that
I
a
didn't
weird,
hear-
like, clickbait type of thing, or?
Yeah, there's a problem with that entire. Like, I could see them using more hand-drawn art necessarily, and maybe having something do in betweens, like maybe the computer does in betweens or something. But the problem,
that's what I thought. But then I thought the language,
Yeah.
maybe they would have said 2D animation. They would have used different language versus hand-drawn.
versus hand-drawn, because again, hand-drawn animation is a dead art. There are no animators that exist right now at that high quality level, because nobody gets trained that anymore. They get trained up to a certain level, and then that's it. Which is why we haven't seen anything. And then hold that thought. And then when
Sure.
Disney did their 100-year anniversary short, they had to bring people out of retirement in order to do it, because they couldn't find any animators that could do it at that quality.
Yes. Recent Disney legend Eric Goldberg came out of retirement to animate the genie again for that short.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Studio is the name of that short.
Yes, thank you.
So then how does it work with all my friends who used to work for Disney and DreamWorks and et cetera, name an animation studio, and they were from, story, call it Sean Bishop, but anything from a storyboard artist to a producer, head of story, director, on and on, Simon Wells. How are they all unemployed and looking for animation work, and then you're telling me that none of those animators exist anymore? Like, these are people who trained 30, 40 years ago who are still looking for work and still look because they're still viable. But yet they can't get work from these studios because they're unhireable. Yeah,
I think it's because they don't want to make movies. They don't want to make the movies that way anymore.
Well, that's what I agree. But then the Disney announcement.
But I didn't hear that announcement.
Justify it.
I didn't hear that announcement specifically, but I mean, I could have missed it. The announcement I did hear was that the new Jon Favreau series, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, which is coming to Disney Plus, is going to be traditionally 2D hand-drawn animated.
Right.
But that is a series on Disney Plus.
And it's also the rabbit, so it's not like high quality
animation. And yes, and that is one project that they are doing with somebody like Jon Favreau, who is a huge nerd and a nostalgia fiend. He is fighting to have it done in that way, right?
Right.
He has the amount of pull that he can force the issue to, like a filmmaker shooting on film instead of digital these days.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
AI said, I just looked up Disney going back to hand-drawn it. Disney is actively exploring a return to traditional 2D hand-drawn animation. Building new teams and having veteran artists train a fresh generation of animators. The 2D comeback, and then there's a whole thing about that. So maybe it's not dead.
See,
that's a Disney spokesperson going like, "Oh, is that how we used to make these movies? Oh yeah, sure. We'll go back to that maybe one day."
Yeah, and in order to find out that information
and to train the amount.
Well, I didn't intend to. I did click on the first thing by accident. Yes.
Yeah,
but like training the people to do it too, and finding the artists and stuff like that. That's years in the making.
Exactly. Yeah. And if they don't make traditional 2D animated movies, how are they going to make live action remakes of those movies a mere few years later? Like
back to the pipeline.
Well, they'll do it at the same time. They're okay, we're wrapping up this movie. Let's start the live action.
Exactly. Production on Frozen 3 animated is concurrently going on with the live action version of Frozen 3 to be released in theaters on the same day.
Yeah.
This was published on August 15th, which is only, 2 weeks ago? Disney's finally returning to 2D animation as it revives its old character. And then goes on to say, Mickey Mouse will celebrate his 100th anniversary in 2028, but first Disney's going back even further into its history, on and on and on.
Okay, so
and I guess maybe this was announced at D23 as well, perhaps.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The announcement came from D23.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the first Disney animated film to have the classic Walt Disney Pictures logo at the front, the blue background with the white castle. This is the first appearance of that logo. That is all I have on the Black Cauldron. I wanted to show off this super nerdy book that I have. I have not read this entire book. It is very dense, but I think it is fascinating. It is called Directing at Disney. It is written by Don Perry and Pete Docter. Pete Docter is a director at Pixar.
Done some of my favorite movies.
Yes. This book is all about the directors at Disney. Now, it only goes up until Fox and the Hound. So I did not use any of this for reference for this particular episode, but I wanted to show off the coolest part of this book. I'm going to make myself big.
Embiggened.
I've been embiggened. It has all of these breakdowns and flowcharts of the chain of command through the years and how each department...
Those are the pipelines.
Yes, the pipelines.
Super cool.
How they all worked. And as the years go on, let's see if I can find another one here. The pipelines get bigger and bigger and just the arrows... it starts to like all the different departments of all the movies working at the same time? How many, like, why certain animated films have multiple directors, because there's just so many people involved in the production. So this is a fascinating book, directing at Disney.
That's cool.
Yep.
I love that kind of history stuff. Like,
Yes.
because it's like so much of that is still used today, but differently. Like, again, because like all animated features we have now, for the most part, will have more than one director. And usually that we'll have like one person that's specifically overseeing anim, and then like another one that's specifically looking over like effects, CFX, environments, and lighting, and and compositing, right? So it's like you got the two different ones and stuff like that. So it takes a village.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, hundreds and hundreds of people, thousands of drawings. It's incredible. And ultimately, that's kind of what my takeaway from the Black Cauldron is. The artistry of the film, I was really taken by. It could have used a couple of tweaks here and there, and maybe a song or two would have really helped it.
A villain song, at least.
At least. God, I want to see the Horn King sing.
That's a good
I'm
assessment.
I'm in South Park and I just see Satan dancing around.
Yes.
He wants to be up there. Yeah, it's so good. Holy shit, so good.
You got that little creepy guy. He's like,
where the skies are gold.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh,
So
yeah.
good.
"Hey, King!" Ah.
Yeah, exactly. Little Saddam Hussein creeper.
Yeah,
So good.
Yeah,
so good.
That's modern storyline. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything? I think we've really hit it all. I mean, we blasted through the history of the Disney Animation Company in the late 80s, early 90s. Yeah,
You did a great job of chugging along, Brandon.
Yeah.
There was a lot of information in this one, and I was really excited to get into it, just with all of that, the documentaries and all that era. I just find so fascinating because we almost completely lost it.
Well,
It's got
How do you
great
feel
drama.
now?
yeah, and just that whole history of this movie, anyway, just taking like a decade, and just all the internal drama
Exactly.
at the studio, like across, like Don Bluth taking half the animation team and just
Yeah.
being like, "Peace, see ya,"
Yeah,
right? Like that's insane. Like,
Yeah.
like that is epic levels of bridge burning.
Yeah.
At a
yeah,
studio,
Yeah.
like, and like Disney, we all love Disney, but we also know those studio execs know how to hold a grudge when they want to.
yeah.
And that goes all the way back to even Walt holding a grudge to people who went on strike and
Yeah.
formed a union, right? Like it goes all the way back then. So it's like,
We made the Mad Men parallel before, and like, didn't they even do that in Mad Men, where they took the firm and took it over to another place? They like split it up. Yeah.
yep.
And then they
then
were in
we-
competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great season.
Yeah.
Don't
I
get me
think
started
the
on
power
Mad Men.
dynamics are fascinating.
Yeah, I'll say.
Especially when
I like
we're
how everyone
talking
wants to
about-
go back to that time. Like, it wasn't great for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Like, cool design and everything, but like, it wasn't a great place for everyone to live.
Yeah.
If
yeah.
we could just
Yeah, you
have
see
like
that in
just
that documentary.
if you could
Right.
just treat people like human beings, but have like the same kind of art style, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, it
That'd be
is
cool.
fascinating when we're talking about art and creatives, and you have to have these conversations about money, right? It's just it all clashes.
Well, it's when I think of it this way: when a studio COO leaves, and he's able to put in $500 million, what is it, $2 billion, split it in half, a $4 billion sports team buys it. He's able to do that when he retires off his Disney pay. That's Bob Iger, by the way, buying the Lakers. And then also on the flip side, they're telling me that Disney can't afford to pay their Disney park cast members a living wage. There is a problem.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's always like, when you say you can't pay artists, you can. They just
Yeah.
don't want to. And I think that's, and it's been happening since the Walt days,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah. Take
and
care of the backs that built what you have.
100%. 100%. So I would just, if we could go back in time and do that, sure, it might take a little longer for maybe Disneyland to get made, but people would have food on their table. That'd be great.
Yeah. Well, that being said, let's rate the Black Cauldron.
I just pulled a J Ryan. D Ryan just pulled a J Ryan. I just
Sorry, buddy.
Well, Jay, would you like to go first on your star rating?
Sure. I didn't think I'd like it at all. I enjoyed it quite a bit. All the same reasons you said. I don't think it's fantastic, but it was definitely eye candy, and I enjoyed it. 3 stars.
Perfect. Abby, would you like to go next? Out of
Sure.
5 stars.
I will, not to completely copy you, Jay Ryan, but I would give this 3 stars as well. It didn't have the narrative, the character development, or the storytelling that grabbed me, but it did have visually appealing aesthetics, and thematically, I like all the dark, scary, satanic type stuff, which I've talked about because of my upbringing. So I enjoyed this movie. I'd give it 3 stars. No more, no less. I think that the backstory is fascinating, and the fact that there were people competing in their careers that were affecting this movie and how it and honestly the parts where the movie isn't great, like when you read the backstory, it's enrichment and you find out oh, this is what these studios were like. Brandon, that documentary Waking Sleeping Beauty, plus the other thing that you sent me was just awesome to watch today. I really enjoyed it, and being able to invest in something and build a special interest is one of the best things in life. So thank you for having me on the show, and I'd say 3 stars.
That was wonderful. D Ryan, what's your rating?
I also have to give it 3 stars. Everything that has been said because I 100% agree with Jay Ryan and Abby on this. It's the only thing I'll add, probably one of the best designed villains in Disney history. It's right up there with Maleficent, and it's right up there with Scar and stuff. So it's up there.
I made a note that he looked like a Voltron villain to me, and that is a compliment because those guys were scary. He looked like a Voltron villain.
Yeah.
Good call. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Put him in space, 100%. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Can we do
Yeah, the space one. Exactly, the space one.
One.
Horn King in space. That's
Yeah.
the sequel.
Totally. Let's go fight a Robeast right now.
Yeah, and then the Disney princesses form a mech. Dude, let's make this.
Oh.
Disney, call me.
Yeah.
I'll work for freelance rates. Let's do this.
Just want to.
I am right there with all of you. It is a 3-star for me. I actually, when I was rating it on Letterboxd, I initially thought, oh, is it a 2-star? Because it lost my attention. But then I was like, but I think that Horn King shit is so cool that it deserves a whole star on its own. So I was like, no, it's a 3-star. It's there is some really cool stuff in this movie. I understand why it doesn't have the sort of fandom behind it that a lot of the other Disney movies have. And I think, honestly, a big part of it is, granted, those Disney Renaissance films, they are a much better crafted story, but those songs, that is really why people keep coming back to
That's
those
what gets
movies.
under your skin.
Yes, we listen to the soundtracks. We're always singing the songs. So I don't know. I think it's that there is definitely a place for a full-blown animated story that doesn't have, the Disney music side of it. But Black Cauldron just didn't quite get it, but I still enjoyed so much of the way it looked.
Yeah. It gave me Gozer music,
Yes.
so I enjoyed that too. I would have gave it
And
2
whatever
stars
that
as well.
sound is.
Yeah, I would have gave it 2 stars, but it had a lot of good boob jokes. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of innuendo for a Disney movie, for sure.
Yeah.
yeah, oh, for sure. What is this, Shrek?
Although I guess I shouldn't say that. They all kind of have some innuendo, I guess.
Yeah. Speaking of DreamWorks.
yeah,
Animators get bored. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. God, I just think like how long did the animator work on that close-up shot of that witch's
The boobs,
breasts?
For as long as
the
he
cleavage. Yeah.
Yeah, for as
It's-
long as
I'm gonna need another week on these boobs.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so I love Letterbox. Abby, I know that you're on Letterbox. Ryan, I don't think you're on Letterbox.
I am not on Letterboxd.
Okay.
No one cares what I think.
Um,
every movie I give, every movie I worked on, 5 stars. Batman versus Superman, greatest Batman movie ever made. 5 stars.
Morbius, 5
Yeah,
stars.
Morbius, 5 stars.
Here are some Letterbox reviews I pulled for the Black Cauldron. Ethan says, "Let Disney movies traumatize children again." 3 stars.
Nice.
True.
True.
Comic book fan says, "Basically Disney's dark goth phase." 3 stars.
Until Hunchback. Hunchback's pretty dark and goth, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Scream Queen says, "Can't believe Disney never sued Andy Serkis for blatantly ripping off Gurgi in Lord of the Rings." 2 stars.
Okay, that had to be a joke, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like starting to get mad. I was like,
Get her on.
Hey, that's why I pick them, to get reactions out of you all.
yeah.
Okay, and last here I have Thomas says, "That scruffy thing looks like William H. Macy." 2
Oh my
stars.
I said he looked like
Weird.
Sam Elliott. I literally
Oh,
I
read
saw
yeah.
that.
Sam Elliott too. Yeah.
Yeah, big
yeah.
mustache.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
But
Both
when I
are
read
good.
that, I was like, yeah, I see a little Macy
He's
in
looking
there.
nice specifically, yeah. He's
Yes,
got the
yes,
mustache, yeah.
yeah. Put a bucket on him, hat on him. He's Fargo.
The shoveler.
The shoveler. I would like to know what everybody's maybe favorite Disney animated film is. Does anybody have an answer off the top of their head, or I can go first?
You
Abby-
clearly
Abby-
do. Oh, Abby.
No, Abby's got an answer.
I do. My favorite Disney animated film is by far the first one that I fell in love with, which is The Little Mermaid. Like obviously, I'm just
Yeah.
I love
See,
Ariel. love
you must
Flounder.
have this version, the band cover, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I remember like being at my best friend's house and we would like get on the lazy boy armchair and like pretend to be the Little Mermaid, like singing on the rocks. There's a video of me actually when I was at let's see, what's the name of the island that we went to, from Martha's Vineyard, and
Oh,
I
the
do
Jo-
that.
from
I do a
Jaws.
little reenactment on the rocks, so that's really cool.
Nice.
A little hair,
Yeah.
a little hair whip.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
amazing.
I love Ariel. I love that she like didn't understand the world that like she was brought into, and that she felt like a misfit. And I love that
Yes.
she collected. Yeah, and I loved her songs, and yeah.
The fact
I
that
love-
she was a fish out of water, I loved that too. She didn't
Yeah.
belong in her true universe. Yeah.
exactly.
love that.
And Ursula
You
as a
got
human
Bernard
is
there.
so hot.
What was that?
Vanessa.
Ursula as a human is so
Oh.
hot.
yeah,
Yeah.
Vanessa.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Total catfish. Total catfish. That's what she is.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
Oh man, favorite one. Just I got 3 that always come to mind that were
Well,
just
I
like
mean, go ahead, share them.
Lay them
all
on us.
3. All right, so
We'll
Aladdin.
judge you.
Aladdin, I love just because I love the songs. I love the story. I think Genie
Great
just
songs.
took everything was just so brilliantly over the top. Like I know a lot of the jokes now probably feel dated. A lot of kids probably watch it and go, "I don't know who he's impersonating or what it's referencing."
Mhm.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
know what? That's how I felt about watching old Looney Tune cartoons, and that didn't stop me from enjoying them either. So,
Fair.
you know,
Great point.
and so you know what? It's that one's always up there. It's such a good film to me. The second one is Tarzan.
Peebo Bryson.
Nice, yeah. yeah.
Tarzan's good too.
So I love Tarzan because it was like one of the first. It was like to me the first animated movie where everyone moved so dynamically and different. They didn't. It felt like they weren't really playing it safe, and you know they didn't break out into song. Of course, we got all those like classic songs from Phil Collins, which is a great soundtrack as well. But the animal animation in that as well, like with the jaguar and the monkeys and the apes and stuff, beautiful. And just the way they had like I said, the way they had Tarzan move like a skateboarder through the
Yeah.
tree. Awesome stuff. Gorgeous. And then the third one's going to probably come out of left field. It's going to be Snow White. And it's mostly because of, not Snow White, sorry, Sleeping Beauty. Because of the, there's a design element to Sleeping Beauty that nothing else has. It kind of has this almost feeling of like an adult version of It's a Small World, where it's got these nice clean lines.
Mary Blair. It's the same. It's the same
Blair.
artist. Mary Blair is the same artist.
That was my favorite ride as a kid.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Mary Blair
That's the name I was trying to click. I was like, it's all, Mary Blair is like, to me, like one of the most quintessential Disney artists. And there's something about like, my parents still have like Christmas tree ornaments from the 60s, and they have like those circles with the lines and those those same kind of like colors. And to me, that's just like, so it brings me that little bit of nostalgia, that little bit of home for the holidays, but at the same time, everything is just so clean and crisp and just so it feels flat but still dynamic. I don't even know how to even put it into words. And so those ones are always my favorite. Those three are my top favorite. Runner up, Beauty and the Beast. I fucking love Gaston. He's my boy. And Bella's so hot.
Yeah. It's a great one. She reads.
You know, some of those, when we were talking about the amount of money that some of those...
She's hot. She reads.
Yeah, she reads.
That's
Guess
why
what?
I like her.
I don't like the men in my town either. I get it.
Some of you were talking about how much money some of those made, and some of the just like the numbers were staggering, especially when you got to like Beauty and the Beast and stuff. And then I forget too that they also spawned Broadway shows that ran for a decade each. You know,
some
Beauty
of them
and
still
the Beast.
going.
Yeah. Yes. Lion King, obviously too.
But again,
always touring.
That's the Howard Ashman, Alan Menken. Like they totally
the music.
They changed the mindset of like these movies could be adapted to Broadway because the songs are actually story songs now. They're not just like entertainment placeholder songs.
Absolutely. They're exposition a lot of times, moving it along.
Yes.
Yeah. Who all got it was Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, and Aladdin? Or am I imagining Aladdin?
Well, Aladdin only exists, I believe, in the Disney parks. There was a live stage adaptation of Aladdin.
Okay.
For Broadway, it is Beauty and the Beast, and I believe Little Mermaid actually has a Broadway show. And then Lion King, obviously, is
with all the
big
puppets
one.
and stuff.
And then now currently Frozen has a actual full Broadway show, an expanded show.
Of course it does. Why wouldn't it?
Of course it does.
Yeah. That's a. I understand why they're doing sequels of that. I don't know. Like I like that now Disney's also kind of. I hate that they're doing all sequels now, but there's no denying that like Zootopia is also a huge moneymaker for them, especially overseas. Yeah. Like, you know, out in Asia, like Zootopia does gangbusters. But I love that like Robin Hood, Zootopia, animal, human style that Disney got going. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep listing. I'm just gonna so stop.
Zootopia was so much better than I expected it to be. I'm with you there. I really enjoyed the first Zootopia a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Really fun, great concepts, funny jokes.
Yep.
Like clever. You know, it's everything I want out of a movie. I just didn't expect to find it there. Shame on me.
Jay, do you have a favorite Disney animated film?
Yeah, whenever I'm asked this question, I always answer Hunchback. A friend of mine directed it, and there's a darkness to it. There's something about the animation in that one. Again, it's darker, and it feels older than it is. Again, it must have been some of those old guys working on things. And then, you know, the underdog, the sad, the Quasimodo of it all. Like, I love the story. That shit gets so dark. Well,
that villain is like evil.
Of all, one of the most evil villains, and he's just a human man. Like he's no superpowers or anything. It's so fucked up.
Well, he's a man in power, and he has that like, like he could be like real, like
yeah.
With the girl, when he takes the girl and everything, I mean, like that's all. It's all very real.
It's all very
real
uncomfortable. It's all it's all very real and uncomfortable.
Yes,
sure.
But the truth is, I also have a very fondness in my heart for Little Mermaid. I think the music's beautiful. I think the animation's beautiful. I think it's a fantastic story. I did love the movie Splash. I still do. It's one of my favorite 80s comedies. And it's a mermaid movie. So I think maybe I don't know if I would have liked Little Mermaid because I don't know if I would have watched it if I didn't already like Splash and understand what a mermaid was.
Yeah.
Right.
But the fact that I
Also,
do, the
Mermaid and
story's
Hook.
so awesome. Yeah.
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 Just a shout out to them. That's all I'm giving them.
Just a shout
Shout
out
out
to
to the
mermaids.
In general.
Aquamarine. What
Yeah.
other mermaids are we missing?
Yep.
Just marine sirens in general. They all get the love
The
today.
Odyssey, the Sirens. Shout out to them.
Mermen.
Mermen
too,
Zoolander,
sure, why
shout
not?
out to
Stranger
them.
Tides, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides had some good mermaid action.
Ryan's in the list.
And just maybe King Neptune in general, Poseidon in general.
Yeah,
We'll just celebrate
yeah.
him. Yeah.
In general. I want to give a shout out to the animator Freddie Moore, who did all the mermaids in Peter Pan.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh.
I did it. Nice.
He also directed and designed all those centaurs and centaurettes in Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Ooh, I
Oh
love
yeah.
Fantasia's.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God!
That's
Don't even
right.
get me started on those centaurs.
Centaur
I'll
movie.
tell you that. Yeah, dude. Oof.
Since we're talking director, Gary Trousdale, by the way, is the director of Hunchback. How about you,
Oh,
Brandon?
right.
What about you? You have a go-to?
Well, my favorite Disney animated film is Beauty and the Beast. That
Nice.
is the one that I just always gravitated to growing up.
You got to
I
do the
love-
ride in Tokyo. You
Oh
got
God,
it.
I want to do it so bad.
They got the
that-
feather
that-
duster in there.
That transition of Beast to Prince, just like I got to see that with my own eyes someday. But I love those songs so much. I think those characters are great, and I love the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the not personification,
Anthropomorphized.
thank you, anthropomorphized. Stuff. It's why I like cars, right? Like I just think.
Oh, you mean like
Yeah,
the candlestick and the clock and all that
Yes,
stuff?
yes,
all
as
the, yeah.
humans.
Speaking of inanimate
Yes.
objects, humans.
Yes, and
Totally,
the rules of Lumiere having fire on his hands and all of that, all the jokes that come around with the different limitations each of the characters has based on who they're
Yep.
turned into. But
Yeah.
a very
I'm realizing I don't
close
think I've ever seen that one. I'm realizing it right
Beauty
now.
and the Beast.
Yeah, when you're talking
Oh,
about the
dude.
candle guy not having, I think I know
Oh.
Be Our Guest because the Oscars and everything, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
And
You don't know Lumiere? Yeah,
and
you
shout
I know.
out-
I'll fix it. I'll fix it, you guys. Next time you're here, I'll have seen it. I promise.
shout out to Tim Curry, who voices the bad guy in Beauty and the Beast 2, Enchanted Christmas.
Right. He's the organ, right?
He's the organ. Yes, he's
Yes.
I don't think I've
amazing
seen
in
that. I
it.
need to.
Yes, a full CGI character in the sequel. The
Cool.
very close second is Aladdin, and that's primarily because of Robin Williams. That and Genie in general just
Genie and
blew
There's a-
blew my mind as a kid.
A lot of good action in that too. Like, and Magic Carpet is so beautifully animated. Like, for a character who doesn't talk and is just a square, he shows so
Yes.
much emotion. It's
Yeah,
great
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, Iago. I love Iago in
Iago's
in
great,
Aladdin.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I forgot about Gilbert. I always think
Yeah.
about Robin, but Gilbert is just as good in that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
and
I totally
Steve
forgot.
from Full House does Aladdin. It's great. It's awesome.
Wait, what?
Steve from Full House, DJ's boyfriend.
Steve!
Yeah, he was the voice of Aladdin.
Oh,
I've never actually.
Uh, yeah.
This is a funny thing because I'm friends with Jodie Sweden now, but I'd never actually seen Full House, and I just bought it the other day.
She is so hot, by the way.
Show.
Let her know I said that.
Yeah. He used to come on like twice a day.
Yeah.
growing Up, so I would binge
If she ever
it.
wants to come on Toy Anxiety and we could just compliment her, that'd be great.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah.
She may. She just did Playset the other day, and she's going to do Blockbuster Year at some point.
at some point.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny. Abby and I want to do the same.
Don't let
movie.
Ryan on that one.
That's funny. That's amazing. That's funny. I mean,
Yeah.
I want to do the same movie.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
Cool.
Well, we did it. Thank you so much for joining us again, Ryan and Abby. Such a pleasure to have you both here. And yeah, it's just I love covering these types of movies with you both. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
How did
Oh,
she
I
make
love
her
it.
thing do that? Does that, if I do it, does it, how come
I
you're,
think
oh,
it's a camera thing.
oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's what-
amazing.
I don't know what
Yeah.
is it. Yeah, I don't know what.
Fireworks happens too sometimes, but it's probably not reading them. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a It's a fun thing.
It's a trick. It's a magic trick, Jay.
It's fun when it
I
happens.
know.
during
I
the-
love it.
We need that.
What an
Ghostbusters
exit!
sound.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I like how we couldn't explain it. It sounds like magic. If sound.
Yeah.
Well, because it can't. I still don't think it's that
Disney
crazy
Animation.
instrument, but I guess it has to be.
I mean,
It's such a unique sound that I've never heard anywhere before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to well, you said Elmer did the music, so that's the answer.
Yeah.
I guess we did get to the bottom of it all, Brandon. Well done.
Ryan, where can people find you online?
Oh gosh, where can't they? It feels like some days. You can find me over on Toy Anxiety on Tuesday nights. You can find me over at Gotham City Tonight on Wednesday nights. And DL44 Network, we just talk Star Wars on that one. And I am on randomly whenever I kind of feel like it.
Wow.
There's no set schedule. I know, it's nice.
Love that.
Yeah, it's like my little
That's the
weekend
best.
show.
And
Yeah.
Thumbs up!
I want to shout out a film that you worked on is coming out very soon.
You can't
DreamWorks-
yet. No, whoa, hey, no, I can't talk about it.
What? I can talk
Yeah.
about a film that has a trailer that's out.
I don't know if we're allowed to say we worked on it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind.
Anyways, don't worry.
Can't
Don't worry
blame
about it.
Abigail, where can people find you online?
Sure. On Instagram, Abigail Christine Gardner. I'm on Yes Have Some Podcast. We record that like once a week, and we have for like almost a decade now, maybe longer. On Tuesday nights, I do a stream called Toy Anxiety, and Ryan's on it too. We have a ton of fun. That's my favorite night of the week. Beyond that, Cryptoids, go look it up. It's
Yes.
a toy line.
Yeah.
Yes, we
that.
should say I'm since the last time you were on, Cryptoids has been successfully funded. You are in production.
Ooh,
this
congrats.
is a toy line, an original toy line
Holy
developed by
shit.
YHS Podcast, all
Yeah,
inspired by
amazing.
Cryptids. The toys look amazing. I cannot wait to have them. And Abby, you write all the backstories for the characters, correct?
Yep, I'm the lore
Oh.
keeper.
The lore keeper,
Yeah.
dark
Like Jay
fantasy.
Peterman.
Yeah, exactly. Try and make a character better than Karen.
Yeah, catalog
Sorry,
writer.
Karen. Yeah, but thank you so much for the flowers. I appreciate that, y'all.
That is amazingly cool, by the way. Congratulations to be starting something that's ambitious and amazing, and congratulations. Fucking great.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
It's
the
a team effort.
toys look cool.
Yeah.
Even
I'm
better.
excited for them. Jay Ryan, where can people find you?
Thanks, Brandon. Porsche Life 111. There's a J Ryan 111 now too, which is very helpful. Late Night Playset is the Tuesday talk show that we do over here in the original David Letterman set. Check that out. Jodie Sweetin was our guest last week. Mark
I'm gonna
Marshall.
plug it again because it was a wild, chaotic, fun show, and everyone should go watch it. It's so much.
It was off the. We started with her in the chair because we knew it was going to go off the rails. And then who's on this week? Phil Morris will be here this coming week, as well as Shira Lazar, who's a Time 100 creator. So that should be pretty fun.
Nice.
Please follow Blockbuster Year because I love doing this show with Brandon and I love hanging out with our guests. This is one of the most fun things that has come out of Astoria that's not actually in Astoria. So if you like cars in LA, Good Vibes Breakfast Club. Tomorrow night I'll be at. No, that's not right. That's not true. I'm all backed up. Forget it. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
like
both
him.
doing that
Don't
today.
talk about that. I'm not going to be anywhere tomorrow night. I'll be right here.
No.
I won't be anywhere. Don't even look for me tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, Jay, you also have a movie that you worked on. No.
No, no. No, I don't.
Everybody's got a movie coming out.
But how about you, Brandon? What do we keep up with you?
Well, first and foremost, as Jay said, subscribe to A Blockbuster Year because I want to keep doing this show too. Follow A Blockbuster Year on Instagram, and if you're into movie cars and props and fake video stores, you can follow BC DeLorean for everything that I got going on over there.
What are you up to now? I'm going to go look.
I got just a collab with Will Forte the other day.
Oh, that's nice.
On the press tour. So we're on a collaborated post together. No big deal.
Is that
Speaking
because of one of the things that you own?
Yes, we own the Screen News MacGruber Miata, and we were a beloved Canadian legend over here, Tanner Zipchin, who was on our Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome episode, former Cineplex host. he does press interviews, and he had an interview scheduled for Will Forte, and he asked me to make a little video so that he could show Will, and Will Forte loved it. You can check out the video on the BC DeLorean YouTube or on the Instagram. It was awesome. It was so cool. And speaking of that, I'd like to plug Coyote versus Acme in theaters this weekend.
Nice job.
The Warner Brothers. Yes, it has been reviewed so well. Warner Brothers tried to kill this movie a couple of years ago. The fans revolted. Warner Brothers sold it to Ketchup Entertainment, and Ketchup has decided to release it theatrically. It is the reviews are coming in. It is doing so well. People love it. Will Forte, John Cena, lots of other great, comedic character actors in there. Eric Bauza, the Canadian Mel Blanc, who does all the voices of the animated characters now, is doing all the Looney Tunes. So I get to go see it on Sunday, and I'm really, really looking forward to it.
Did you just say Mel Blanc?
The Canadian Mel Blanc.
I see. There we go.
Yes. Yeah. There's a voice actor in Canada named Eric. I'm saying it right. Eric Bauza, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I did hear it the first time. I just wanted to make sure he's the Mel Blanc of today.
Yes,
yeah.
he does all the Mel Blanc
Fantastic.
voices now, and he's incredible. But yeah, go see Coyote versus Acme. It looks like a lot of fun. Actually, I do need to say we are off next week. Yes.
Congratulations on 50 episodes, everybody.
Oh, we didn't even say that. This is episode 50.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Episode 50. We did it. We're done.
Awesome.
See ya. We're retired.
That's it. It's been a great year.
Yes, we are taking a week off. I'm going to see Weird Al next week, which is why we can't do an episode.
Good for you, buddy.
The week after, we are going to have a guest that both D. Ryan and Abigail know very well. We are going to be covering Harrison Ford's Witness.
Nice.
With
Wow.
Jay Gladfelter, aka Geek Dad Life, is coming back on the show from our Return to Oz episode, and we're going to be talking a lot of Harrison Ford. Not next week, but the week after, we'll be back live with
Sweet.
with another Jay, GDL as I called him on the episode.
That's awesome.
I've never seen this one either, but I did buy it in preparation, so I'm excited to hit it.
I've never seen Witness either. I'm looking forward to it.
Cool.
Heard good things.
Have either of you guys seen Witness?
Nope.
No.
Have not.
Yeah, there's a murder in an Amish community, and Harrison Ford is investigating it.
Does Weird Al do the soundtrack?
Yeah, Amish Paradise. Nailed it. Nice one. I hope Harrison Ford says like, "Get off my farm" at some point.
Oh yeah, get out of my silo.
Quit turning my
All right.
I'm gonna say so.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for.
It's 12:30 a.m. my time.
Yes,
so
of course.
Oh,
Of course.
yeah.
I don't know how this turned into a 3.5 hour fucking. The movie was 80 minutes. I don't know. All right. Great to see everybody.
Abby. Thank you, Ryan. We will see you all the next week. Take care.
Week.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for
Love
listening.
you, Brandon. Love you guys. Love you
Love
at
you
home.
guys.
Please love one another.
Good night, everybody. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.